trap checks and the perception test. Okay.
What?
To recap, you had. Well, now I'm getting some feedback from somebody. Okay, looks like it's gone. Yeah, so not last session, I guess, but maybe it was the last session. You guys started off and you you fought all those kobolds in the what kind of was, it seemed like a receiving chamber that had been turned into a like an arena of sorts. Scotty turned the tide by getting the scorpion on your side, which promptly stung a whole bunch of kobolds, and you guys took down that kobold sorcerer before he got out of the room, and yeah, so from there you guys moved into these very narrow tunnels. In some places you had to crawl on your bellies to get through particular spots, and now you're in a chamber that's maybe 8 foot overhead at highest. So you know Ragic, you still feel a little bit claustrophobic,
Extremely.
but you guys took out three kobolds that had been in this chamber protecting it. You think, or had been in smaller sub chambers protecting it. Iona, you're going down one particular corner, and it ends in complete darkness. You think you hear from the corridor that Gwillem is in. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, Flash, but if you check your folder, you now have two tokens. You have the owl form and the weasel form.
Oh, awesome.
So you can swap to the weasel form if you want to do that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Which would be in the tunnels. And by the way, if you guys didn't know this, if you need to drag something out onto the board, basically under your folder, I've created the tokens that are available to you. You can drag those out. Now, obviously, Scotty, I would immediately delete it if you took the borrowed horse and threw it in there. It can't fit in there any easier than the.
Tony, I seem to have a problem. My grazing Tarask is not here.
Right. I'll get right on that, Sean. Yeah. So okay. Yeah, you guys just finished those guys off. It's very claustrophobic in here. It's cramped. The fire that is in the hearth, half the smoke seems to go into the chamber, and the rest of it goes up some kind of flue they created. You don't know. But yeah, Gwillem, or from the chamber or the tunnel that Gwillem is standing in the entrance to, you hear more chatter coming from further down there. Only you can make out that they are kobolds talking, Rin, but even at this distance, it's incredibly difficult to tell what they're saying to each other.
Yeah, sorry, hold on. I'm still doing
the Twitch thing.
Yeah.
But can anybody hear, or anybody watching the Twitch feed at the moment? Can Flash be heard? Because we think we solved it.
Of course, it requires me to actually talk as well.
I can load it up and listen.
Yeah, no worries.
Tony, before we get started on this, I want to correct a situation with Bjorn Halloran. I want to give him my crossbow and corals.
Oh, okay. So he has a ranged weapon to use since he has no armor?
Yep.
We could just give him one of the other ones that we have and the 18 quarrels that are still in the inventory.
Okay. Or you could equip him with a sling, but he didn't want to pick one up, evidently. So give me a second. I'll add that to his weapon inventory, and then you can use that. So you're going to give him your crossbow, right?
Yep.
No, we'll just give him another crossbow that we have and the 18 arrows that we have for it.
Where did you get a light crossbow?
We had two.
We had 3.
Oh.
And you took one, so there's 2 more in the inventory and 18 bolts.
All right, so 2.
And I will take them out of the inventory.
Okay, Okay, need your quick assistance here, Palmer. Oh, you know what? I could have probably pulled this from here, but I've already started typing. What's the damage on a light crossbow? Is it die 8?
Die 8.
Okay, and that's piercing. And what's the range on it?
It's like 80 and 300 or something like that.
It'd be 83. Okay.
So talk, Flash.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay. I think that's good. All right. I'll let you keep track separately of Bjorn's.
I got it.
Okay. All right, and I added a light crossbow.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. And Donnie, it's normal that there would be a delay, so that's fine. I think it's like a couple seconds, 5 seconds maybe. Okay, so you are in the first chamber that is very clearly not dwarven or human construction. So what do you want to do?
What are these things that they're incubating?
They're
Looks like,
eggs.
yeah, they look like eggs.
Breakfast.
How big are they?
Oh, like probably about as big as an ostrich egg.
So about 6-8 inches across.
Yeah, about that.
I wrap up 2 or 3 of them and put them in my bag.
Okay. They're pretty big. You can easily grab 2 and put them in your bag. A third one, and you'd probably risk smashing all 3 in a tight tunnel.
Okay.
Okay. When you pick them up, they there's no movement inside of them, but they are definitely warm. They're all huddled fairly close around the fire, almost directly on the hearth. So they're definitely warm eggs. Okay. So anyway, you heard that of the 4 tunnels, like you came in from this one with that Rin's got his back to. The other one down here that Edda is close to smells rank. You think there are like cesspits down there, and then there's a dark corridor here in front of you, Iona, but it's you don't hear anything coming from it, and you guys could hear some sound coming from this one.
All right. Then I'm going to go down this way.
Okay.
But I can't seem to see where the tunnel goes.
Well, right, because you have no. Do you want to grab a torch? You can probably pick one up from the from around the hearth.
I'm going to light my lantern.
Okay. Give me a second here.
I'm going to move over and guard this tunnel.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Iona, ahead of you, as you step past the weasel, it appears to fork to the left and the right. When you get up to that Y intersection, it looks like the passage to your right ends either maybe a cave-in or a collapse, or maybe it was deliberately closed in, or maybe you're not familiar with earthenworks, or maybe it was just dug only about that far. But whatever the case is, it doesn't have the look of having been cleared to a particular place.
So it just ends right there.
It ends.
All right.
Yep.
So I'm going to leave my lantern here.
Oh, and you had to make it difficult, didn't you?
Well, I'm just going to leave my lantern here enough to peek around the corner, so I'm not carrying a lantern.
Right where you are at the moment?
Yeah,
okay.
just around this corner, so I can see up into here. Is there any light up in this one up here? In this room? I could see with my light following me that there's a room up here in advance, but is there any light? Would I see anything?
Give me just a moment here. Let's take a look here. So I'm going to do the same thing on this light source. 40, 20. Oh, there's the light. I'm going to move this right here where you are. Oops. Oh, Jesus. Okay. And I'm going to remove the light source from since you dropped it. Okay. All right. So from there, you see ahead of you what looks like lots and lots of mushrooms. These kind of gray, pallid, sort of mushroom-looking things, like they've been grown down here. You also can kind of smell ahead of you. It feels like it's a little warmer ahead of you, and there's that smell of earth and kind of a mustiness. You think it might be that patch of mushrooms that you see directly ahead, which is down here. Okay, so you're wanting to sneak into the room a bit, right?
Right. I'm going to sneak right up here to the entrance here to where I can start to see something.
Okay. You hear movement and breathing from within the room, and you think it's coming from this direction, like up north, deeper into the passage, but not on this side, not on the left, but on the right.
So how bright is it here around the entrance?
It's definitely casting out into the room, and you have to be careful not to let your shadow cross the path.
How big are these mushrooms?
Probably. I mean, they make a carpet maybe to just above your ankles.
Okay.
What are you doing, Dela?
And I don't know shit about mushrooms.
What's that?
So. All right, I'm gonna try and find the corner of the room here.
Okay.
I'm trying to get where I can peek around this way to the right.
Okay, you're vaguely able to see a shape out in the darkness, like right here, and it seems to be creeping slowly further back into the dimness. And you can kind of hear what sounds like a whispered patter of feet in the soft earth. I mean, it is almost imperceptible, but you've trained for this sort of thing. There's definitely something out there.
But I kind of lose visual of it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, let me just take a look here. Yeah, you don't have any visual.
Okay. And so to go any more forward, I'm out in the open.
Well, you've done your best to work your way around the edge without letting your shadow cross the open path too much. But you suspect that they saw a bit of movement as you slipped around the corner, if anybody was looking.
Okay, so does this path go to the right? Does this wall go to the right up here? Because all I can see is this.
Well, your feet
that comes out to there.
Yeah. Your feet have stepped into what feels like a soft carpet of. Thank you, Flash.
All right. Well, I'm going to try and move into this next square here, staying along the wall.
Okay, your feet step out of the patch of soft earth onto something that's more like a hard path.
I thought you said there was light in here.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
You left your light source back in the hallway.
Okay, but I asked if there was light in this room that I could see.
No, just from the lantern that you put down.
Oh, okay, that's where I'm misunderstanding. I keep waiting for the light source to come where I could see it.
No, you put that lantern down, so you're at the edge of your visual range. I mean, you can definitely hear things coming from up here, and maybe something more on the other side of the path that leads north.
So I've been walking along the wall.
Well, you're not near the wall now.
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out.
Okay.
I'm trying to walk along the wall, and as far as I could see, the wall hasn't come to the right yet. I keep asking that I want to go to the right, but I can't see anything.
All right, so you are now along the edge of the wall. You
so now I'm in the total darkness.
You are. Something occurs to you. If there's no light source down here, or there hasn't been, unless it's been extinguished and you don't smell a torch, then the other things that are in this room can probably see you. Okay, so we're gonna move to an initiative turn,
Uh,
and I'm gonna ask you what you want to do once it's your turn. So go ahead and roll initiative, everybody.
I don't know if kind of vision does Gwillem have as a weasel. I need to look that up.
Technically, they don't really say, but I'm giving him dark vision.
I would think so. They run around in tunnels.
So Gwillem is hissing, by the way.
Oh, here, you're actually a weasel right now, right? So let's put you down there.
Yeah. Sorry, I can do that.
Got it already.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we've got all of you there. And let me.
I need to do Halloran. I'm sorry about that. Forgot about that. And where's initiative?
You can just click on his name, or you can go up into the upper left of the window, or of the game board, and you'll see macros, and one of them says init, INIT. So there's buttons.
I see it.
Yep, you just hit that.
There.
Okay, so and you should have been okay. You got him. Perfect. You had him selected. You did that. All right. So let's move to the top of the order. Okay, Tinker. Whoops. I guess I looked right past you by mistake. But it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Standing there, listening, trying to use my perception to detect if anything's coming down this hallway.
Down the one that you're next to. Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right, Cormac. What about you?
I'm just hanging out because I don't know what's going on.
All right. Okay, Edda.
Well, I think I'm going to move away from the piss plants or the piss pots down to the south, and I'm just going to get right here behind Jal and wait to see what he does.
Okay.
Tony, which cave did Sean go down? Can you ping that one? Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you.
Yeah. So if you want to move, I'll let you.
Damn, look at those
Once you're-
initiatives.
Yeah, we'll just.
Those are ridiculously high initiatives.
Once you're in those
Except for
tight
Bjorn.
tunnels, once you're in those tight tunnels, just so you know, you're moving at half speed until you back out into a bigger room.
Okay,
All right. So that's where you get to, and you kind of wait in that entrance to that tunnel.
we'll go right there. Okay.
Okay. All right. And Edda, you moved out of the way. All right. Okay. Iona, you are up.
Damn. I could have got a better initiative.
And just so I know, Flash, you could choose whether you are already hijacking Gwillem or if you're in your own senses before this.
No,
round.
I don't need to. He can just talk to me. He's not that far.
Okay.
away.
Alrighty. Okay, perfect. Okay, Iona, are you wanting to move forward against the wall?
So can I sense that one that moved away?
Well, you don't have anything like a blind sense, unfortunately.
No, but I have a
you wouldn't
21
know.
passive perception.
Yeah, you wouldn't. You think they are very close.
As in,
They're definitely not within 5 feet yet. You can move forward square by square if you want to.
okay, move me along the wall to the right so I know, because I don't know where it's at.
Okay, you're still along the wall, although it's just at the edge of your physical reach. The walls are warm and slightly slick with moisture. When you get to this close, you are aware that there is a creature immediately to the north of you.
Then I
And
shake.
you startle him. He's getting ready to move, or she.
Yep.
You don't know what.
I stab him.
Now you're going to be disadvantaged because you're kind of in the dark at this moment. You're blinded effectively here in total darkness. So go ahead and make your attack.
Ah,
Not quite enough. You just barely miss whatever it is. You think maybe you were expecting a kobold, and so you struck low, but you must have just missed it. And it calls out actually, and you hear in Draconic, even from where you are in, basically like, oh shit, and they're up. Okay, so this one right here. It's right next to you, Iona. I don't know. Can you even see what? Can you see when I ping on the map?
I can see where you ping. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this one's right next to you, and you feel as something tries to stab at you, and unfortunately, because it's dark, you just don't know exactly where to dodge to, and it catches you for 5 points of damage. You are hurting.
Yeah. No shit.
And it tries to move away. You sense that it's trying to disengage from you. Well, I mean, not truly disengage. Do you want to try to take a swipe at it? It will be again with disadvantage, but you can do so.
Well, I might as well.
Okay. Yep. Unfortunately, you still can't quite pull it off. Okay, Scotty. We'll just assume you're kind of trying to keep up and taking shots.
Attack any bad guys if I get a good shot.
Yeah.
Or not so bad guys too.
Boy, this thing is running a little slow for me.
In the meantime, we'll stare at your empty couch.
Okay, so he moves to there. The rest of these work to double time it out of there, except for one.
So I hear them all just run away.
Well, you hear there's definitely a ton of movement now. Give me a moment. Okay, so there's one still that's kind of, you think, still in this space. What you're kind of hearing, Sean, it sounds like you can kind of hear the movement in the space of this room, and then the sound of it changes and diminishes dramatically, making you think that they've left the chamber and gone down into maybe a smaller tunnel. But you hear a voice in the room, and it's fairly expansive. So you think it's in the room itself. You can't understand what it's saying, but Ren, even from where you are down inside beyond that tunnel, you hear this, follow me, you stupid humans!
Jackass.
You're bleeding pretty good, Sean. Okay, it's Rajik's turn.
All right.
You are unencumbered by visual problems.
10, 15.
Okay.
How far away is he?
Do you see him up there?
I do see him.
Now you moved 15, yep, and he is right about 50 more feet. But you could step into the room a little bit further.
And javelin.
Well, actually, that's probably your movement. 15 puts you right at the entrance. So you can see him, you can javelin him. I think he might be long range for you, but you could definitely stab at him.
Yep, we're going to stab at him.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, that is a hit, but he's beyond 30 feet. You're going to have to roll again. And if you roll worse than that, then you may not hit him, or you may not hit him.
Oh.
You're at disadvantage beyond 30 feet, so.
Nice.
He still hits him.
I stab him.
Roll the damage.
8.
Okay.
He had 9.
Well, I don't know. Here's what kind of happens. You hear this. Rajik comes around. You see him he kind of stands in the shadow, leaves this enormous shadow on the far wall. You see him. He just stretches up barely, gets the javelin in his hand, throws it. You hear it slice through the air, and then you hear from up north, and something collapses.
And later we find him pinned to the wall.
All right, so that's you. All right, Ren, what do you want to do?
All right, so Gwillem's gonna move.
You guys are. Everybody is now all able to hear, this kind of barking, slithering sort of language of sorts, and the screaming. You want Rajik to bring the light? All right, assuming Ragic brought the light with you, then I'll drop it right here.
Oh, okay.
I think that's about as far as I can get. That's a double move for me.
Yeah. Gwillem reports back. Yeah, definitely feet pattering ahead of us.
Yeah.
And one dead.
Yeah. I'm about to climb over a dead one. the ogre pinned it.
That's it for me.
Okay. All right. Bjorn?
Bjorn is going to move up in here and ready a crossbow.
Okay. All right, Tinker, you're up. Seems like everybody's starting to move off down that passageway.
Still hearing nothing down here?
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to assume that you guys have all moved through into that chamber just because combat is effectively over for the moment. So I'm going to move you in here. Give me a moment. So we're not wasting tactical time on all this. Give me a moment.
Yeah.
I recover my javelin.
Okay. All righty. So there you are. Willem, did you want to forge ahead, or do you want to try to stay behind?
Yeah. Why doesn't Gwillem go ahead first?
Do we need to patch up Sean?
I give him a hearty slap on the back.
Shake it off, man. Shake it off.
Yeah. Not the cleric in this game. Yeah, so I report that Quillem says they went north, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we want to follow them, that's the direction we need to go. Joe, does Eda have any healing left?
Yes, I do believe she does.
Although you're a little hurt yourself, but you're not as hurt as
Yeah, I need to.
All right, I'm gonna assume that you have the lantern again.
Yeah.
Okay, it's in the space just north of you, and it's just a little transparent deal. Maybe I could come up with a quick lantern token or something. Hang on a second.
You can always go with the light rock.
Yeah, I know.
A timeless classic.
Yes.
I promise not to throw it this time for a while.
Man, this thing is just dying. Run slow. Okay. Well, anyway, so you're there in the room. We move Eda up because she's way far behind.
I'll move Cormac.
Oh, that's right. You've got access to everybody, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aren't you special?
Only because I'm
What?
the one streaming.
All right. Give me a second here. I'm going to say
Kryptonite.
torch. I should have done this a while ago. I'll say all players see light. I think that a torch has a 30-foot and a 15-foot before it starts going dim. And we'll give control by all players.
Oh, well, look at that. I can drag my own light source around now. This I could actually throw.
You could throw the last one too. Your 25.
25 strength.
But that time I was throwing boulders.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll create a draggable token for a torch as a light source that you guys can go grab yourself when you need it. Okay.
Excellent.
I should have done that a while ago. But anyway, okay. So yeah, there's a dead kobold here. Bare shoulders has already grabbed his javelin out of it. Iona, you from here, you hear movement from both corridors. Good, nice work, Tinker. He's just like, I'll cover this one then.
Plug the hole.
You betcha.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you can definitely hear movement from both corridors. Let's see.
That sounds like draconic.
Right? Yeah, that's draconic. That's kobold talk.
Yeah.
Jeez, Joe, you might want to mute unless you're talking.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Rin, you're able to hear what sounds like some discussion, and here's kind of what you hear. You hear a couple of voices saying, "They're coming! They're coming!" One of them says, "What does Covella say?" And the other one, the first one who said they're coming, you think, then says, can I heal while we were doing this? You can cast a spell, but if you want to do a long or a short rest, you guys are going to have to kind of decide that as a group. So,
I would say I'm thinking of like I want to heal myself and then maybe somebody else. So. Because I don't think I haven't used any spells since we've been down here.
Oh yeah, you've got time enough to cast spells while the group gets ready. So if you want to drop a couple spells and then designate who they're for, feel free.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and then so Flash, what you hear the first one retort with is, "Well, if our supreme leader wants, then I guess that's what we do." Yes. The second one says, "Covella says, do not engage."
Better give it to Sean. There, Joe. I think he's hurting for certain. And this is coming from the north tunnel?
It's difficult to tell. It could be coming from both.
Alright, well, I tell Gwillem to quietly stealth ahead.
Okay. Alright, so he goes down that corridor? Alright.
Yeah. Unless somebody wants me to send him down another corridor.
Works for me.
Joe, you're currently...
Not me to Joe.
Somebody give that boy some brandy.
That's right.
That's right.
Brandy and
rub some whiskey on his gums, for God's sake. All right, yeah. So Gwillem continues down the corridor. You hear at this point the conversation seems to mostly have stopped. You won't be able to understand if Gwillem can hear conversation that you can't as Rin. You won't be able to understand it because he can't really relay those sounds unless you just take over.
Well, I'm pretty safe right here, so I sit down with my back against the wall and I'll just sit right here. Yeah.
Okay.
Eat mushrooms.
Yeah, and do just that actually. So I'll take over Gwillem.
Okay.
I tell Edda, well, don't let anybody stab me, okay?
She nods.
Okay, so Gwillem continues up around the corner. You hear what sounds like snuffling. Now, when you get to there, can Gwillem see that creature in that corridor?
Yep.
Okay, it sees you at the same time you see it, and it's a very narrow corridor. Like, this thing is so narrow, it's found a choke point that it could barely wedge its shield into it vertically, making it incredibly difficult to get past. You can kind of see its face just barely around the edge, and a spear that it's holding through it, and it bares its teeth, and it's just like, at you. You also hear what sounds like whispers coming from further down this direction.
You know what? Let's go continue to check that out.
Okay, it does not try to follow you. and the way it had that shield wedged in there, you're pretty certain that you'd hear it, ripping it back out from the earthworks. So you feel comfortable moving on. You get down here, and you're able to see into a lit room filled with kobolds. And the moment that they see you, give me a moment. They all start to head down this direction.
They're running from the weasel.
Looks like a dog.
Apparently he's not very stealthy.
They're alert and ready, and they have dark vision. So this one picks up a spear and just kind of holds it there. So you can see at least two of them in the room still, and one up front is kind of brandishing another. Actually, it's a small. It's actually just a dagger. In his hands, though, it's more like a short sword, and he bears his snooty, teethy, grin, kind of hisses at you.
All right, I'm gonna keep going. Fuck these guys. Oh hey. So yeah. Whoop, wait. I guess there's a spot here. He peeks in.
Yeah. There appears to be some sort of a root cellar down there. That's kind of what you think it is. I mean, there's just lots of tools, and it looks like on the table there's like mushrooms and other sorts of deals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come back to here. This looks like a dead end.
I see something. Shoot it!
Tinker plows a crossbow and grill him. You're gonna have to
No. All right, he comes back in, and I stand back up. So to the north, I saw about. There's two separate areas. Really tight quarters. There's at least 5 kobolds to the north, and 3 in one area I saw, and then 2, a minimum of 2 in another area because I could hear them talking. So I explained that I think the 2 on the first area that they were wedged in there, and it was pretty much impossible to get by them because it was such a small, cramped area.
Yeah, and that one with the shield, you're pretty certain it was one of those better trained kobold fighters.
Oh, it was one of the dragon shields. Is that what they're called? Dragon shields?
I think so.
Yep.
I say, unfortunately, I have the tight quarters here, make it really hard for us to do anything. Effectively, at least.
Yeah, I mean, you know in that passage that not that you came back in, but the one that you first headed down as you kind of did the circuit, leading up to that first kind of side tunnel with the kobold with the shield. There's at least 2 places in there where Rajic is going to have to get down on his belly, and you think so will Tinker and Bjorn. It's a little wider on the left passage that Tinker's standing in front of.
So I have an idea.
You are not muted, Joe. Is he like right there? Is he just like right there next to you?
He's like up in my shit right now, hardcore.
Your familiar is making a lot of noise. Okay, so I do have one idea as far as approaching. I can at least potentially get one kobold. Like, let's say if we decide we wanted to go to the one guy that had the shield. If I go first as Rin, I can still, doesn't matter how big the space is, I can still cast like sleep I've only got one spell left at the moment, so
How about we just set him on fire?
what's your idea there?
Well, we still have one of those fire flasks. We just throw it at him.
We got any skunks left?
Yeah, got another skunk in a cage.
So throw the fire, throw the skunk.
We still have 2 bags of wasps. We have we have 2 of those pots of acid. We haven't used any of those yet to see how that works.
I say we throw the acid and the fire.
The hell
and
with
the
using
skunk.
your spells. He's jammed into a space where he can't get out of.
I got an idea. I got a perfect idea. It'll take 10 minutes. So one of the new spells I picked up for hitting level 2 was Unseen Servant.
Just walk it right up to him and drop it.
Yeah. As long as it's not too
Hey,
heavy.
Iona, you hear what sounds like a rock ricochet off of a wall and clatter to the ground down in here, beyond Tinker. And Tinker, you hear it a moment later, but you heard it first, Iona. Down in here, it sounds like a rock gets tossed.
I tell Willem to go check it out.
Okay. So here's what Willem sees. There's a rock. I mean, he can kind of pick it up in his teeth, but wrapped around it is a piece of parchment with with like a twine kind of holding it to the rock.
So I laugh. I say, apparently the kobolds tossed a rock with a note attached to it. I'll have Gwillem bring it back.
We'll send him a note back
Yeah,
with a fire.
I have Gwillem
Firefly.
I have him go pick it up and bring it back.
Okay.
We
While
have
he's
rock grubs too.
hang on, go back to where you were.
Nope.
Yeah, go back there for just a second.
Right there.
Back to that core. Yeah, well, you were there. You could just see some movement from there. So you think somebody threw the rock and then retreated as Willem was
Gotcha.
Was coming up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So,
So he
Good.
picks it up in his teeth and drags it. I mean, it's pretty heavy. You kind of have to drag it, that back to your entry there.
He just drags it. Yep.
Okay. All right. So you've got a rock with a kind of a crumpled, dirty piece of parchment wrapped to it with some basic twine.
I pick it up.
Okay. Okay.
I undo it.
Yeah, you're undoing it. And you're thinking, my God, it's literally been 2 years since I've even looked at draconic draconic runes and writing. I'm not even sure I can figure this out. You're rather surprised as you uncrumple this rock that it's written in a decent kind of block hand in common,
Interesting.
and it says, I respectfully request that you leave my followers alone and follow the kobold who dropped this rock back to my audience chamber for parley.
I read this out loud to the group.
Fuck that! I'm not leaving these guys behind me.
I say that's very interesting. I never would have expected a kobold to be even that smart. Of course,
Well, we know there's a human down here too.
Yeah, it's maybe not a kobold. So
Yeah, set the guy on fire.
Parlay this.
are we going to take a vote? I say.
I'm for
Throw
an
the
acid
flask.
bath.
Yeah,
I
throw the
use
flask.
acid. Use the acid bath.
Scotty, they are one of your species enemy, and you're
Is he back?
make a let's see, it'd probably be a nature check or a history check, whichever is better, and make it an advantage.
Scott even back yet?
Yeah, he's here.
Yep.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay.
He's there.
It's too bad. We were staring longingly at your couch.
Oh, heck yeah. All right, so Scotty, you know that you are in the midst of a kobold lair. I mean, you've seen the eggs.
Yeah.
Wow.
The fact that they are not throwing every single one of themselves at you guys means that to you, there's got to be something else at play here. So there's one of two things. Either they're not attacking you because they're trying to lead you into a trap, and that would be well within the common behavior of kobolds, or they're desperate. One of the two. To not be attacking you. I mean, they didn't retreat immediately and take their eggs. So, go ahead.
They're either desperately scared of us, or it's a trap.
It's probably both.
So how much can your unseen servant carry?
And just so you know, Scotty, you know beyond the fact that even the toughest kobolds are not really that awesome of fighters. I mean, with sheer numbers and their abilities here in their lairs, they have a bit of an advantage, of course. But what the real deadly factor for them is their traps. Right, their traps are generally fairly cunning.
How many eggs do we have?
2.
2?
Well, I took 2, but there was, I think he said 6 back in the room.
I kind of think maybe let's. Do we have a clear path back to the room, Tony?
Do you want to head back there?
Yeah, I'm thinking if we want to go into this, if we want to go into the follow the leader, if we each carry some eggs as hostage, it might decrease the chance of an ambush.
That is a really good idea.
It is a good idea.
I would say that was a card-worthy idea.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So you want to go get more eggs and hold them as hostage for the parlay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Okay. So who goes back for the eggs? There's probably 3 more eggs.
I'll go. Do you want to go with me? Somebody else with a good bite?
I'll go behind.
Okay, so Ragic and Cormac come back down here. Okay, so let me move you back down here for just a moment.
So I stay up here with Halloran and Tinker to hold the hallway.
Okay. You see there's only a single egg left, and there's just like a bit of movement from down this little corridor as you guys come back into the room.
Get him! Get those eggs. Go, go, go.
So what are the two? We're down to just Donnie and Scott.
Yep. Can I see him?
You just saw some. So when you get there,
I grabbed that maniac, put it in my pack, and then follow Donnie.
Okay, so you got the egg. Ragic, you see back here in the corridor what looks to you like a tail disappear into the dirt, and you hear the sounds of burrowing.
Bastard. Yeah, I can't get to him.
The other thing you notice, Scotty, Cormac, the way you came in, it's gone. It's been caved in.
Oh, those little bastards.
Damn.
There's no retreat here, eh?
Nope. I guess we just have 1 egg.
Oh, yeah. We have total of 3.
Yeah, we have 3.
All right, so yeah, you guys come back up here. Okay. You're back in the mushroom farm.
And no retreat.
So, studier of the kobolds, about how many kobolds are generally in a holdup like this?
I tried to use my my ranger ability to determine how many humanoids we got in the area.
Good work. By the way, give me a moment here. I forgot, because I agreed with the group that you had some good ideas there. So you're going to get a card draw. Woo! Go ahead and draw from the deck.
Do I just click on this? Oh, here we go. Click the draw button.
Yeah.
Draw 1.
Draw.
All right, and I got 2 cards.
Cool.
Yeah, so when you have an opportunity, just look the card up and you can see what special abilities it has. So, okay, so the group of you are here. Iona, you think you hear some more movement down here, like a knocking noise from that same corridor.
All right, send the rat.
Demon's Lantern.
Okay, you give me a moment. You you see. I don't know. Are you able to see him?
Nope.
You definitely hear footsteps. Gwillem can hear footsteps from within that chamber.
Now I can see him.
Okay, as soon as he sees you, he goes running back over to the base of what looks like almost like a set of stairs, maybe, or something, kind of going down.
So,
And now you can only see like his upper chest. And by the way, it is a bit of a couple steps down into that root cellar.
I asked Willem mentally, does he appear to be carrying some eggs? Like a sack?
No, he's making. I think it's like a beckoning gesture.
Yeah, that sounds like a trap. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. I have him come back. I say,
Okay.
These are sneaky fucking kobolds. Little bastards.
Second level, just saying.
Yeah.
You're twice as tough as you were last level. I don't hear about it.
Yeah. I think we should go north. Just for the simple fact that they're trying to get us to come their way.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
So are we gonna acid bath this guy in the hallway?
If he's still there, I say that's what we do. We send the unseen servant to deliver a message.
Wow, this is a mean group of adventurers.
So I tie the original. Actually, I get another piece of paper and I tie it around a rock, and tie the flask to the bottom side of it, so he can just so he walks up and just like he's got a note and just drops it right at his feet.
You're terrible.
That's it.
Well, so that's what you do. You take a paper. So you take a paper and cover up one of the flasks under the rock.
Actually, you don't need to. Well, how big's the flask?
Maybe fuckers.
Yeah, you can just wrap it around. You can just wrap the paper around the flask.
Yeah.
Just wrap it around the flask. So it'll take me 10 minutes to cast a spell, though. So.
Yep, make with it.
Okay, so every so often, Iona, you hear movement, and okay. So while you're trying to do that, you can't really concentrate on what this thing might be saying because you're in the middle of a ritual, Rin. But you guys actually hear, Iona, you hear from down that left corridor again what sounds like two kobolds conversing, and one of them sounds really impatient.
I lean around the corner. Look, dickbag, we're trying to talk this over. Give us just a minute.
Okay, all right. So you finished the ritual. Hey there.
I just drew this.
Yeah, what do you got there? What is it?
Hold on. Here. Put up the camera.
It's like a pair of eyes. Is it a bear?
A ghost?
Yeah.
No.
And then watch this.
Rawr.
I see. There's teeth. Wow, that's a heck of a big. That's a big mouth. That's awesome.
That was good.
That's what kobolds are. They look really small, but they got a hell of a big bite on them. That's right. Okay, so you cast Unseen Servant. Now what?
All right.
You can use Gwillem just to represent the Unseen Servant if you want.
Okay. Yep. We'll do. So give the unseen servant the note-covered flask,
Uh huh.
and I have it head north.
Okay.
Let's see here. Hey, I can have it move. It can only move 15 feet a turn. Looks like.
That's fine. It doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah. So it's just gonna. Assuming that we'll see whether or not these guys are even still up here. But if they are.
Okay. You look down that corridor again, and whoever it is, you think maybe they've retreated a bit.
Do we want to follow the unseen servant or stay here?
Well, we got to keep it within 60 feet of you, by the way. So
Okay,
Yeah.
So,
We need to follow.
well, if they retreated, there's got to be a larger room.
Yep.
I'm guessing at the end of this little corridor here. So.
I think the orc should lead. I'm tired of getting stabbed. Or Tinker. Somebody.
Did I hear my name? I was cutting out.
Let's send the paladin first. He's expendable.
He's higher level. too.
Halloran says, "No, I'm not."
That's right. You got two paladins with you right now.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it. 2-for-1 right now. If somebody comes behind me with a light, I'll go up there.
Sure, I'll follow you.
Oh shit! I can see.
Oh, we're going up here.
Mhm.
Yeah, Rajik's probably better off leading because he can see naturally in the dark. Do you want Rajik going first?
Well, it makes sense, but
Sure.
All right, there you are. You're in front of Ren.
Oh, I just everything flash changed on me.
You're into the rock now.
Oh, that's better. So what are we doing?
You melded with Earth.
Yeah, so Gwillem is not really Gwillem. What it is from what you can see, Rajik, it's really just a floating, paper wrapped
Gotcha.
flask
Yes.
of burning oil. I guess it's otherwise known as alchemist's fire.
Okay. So he's gonna go up there and drop it, and I'm just gonna smile at the guy as he dies.
Well, you have two directions that you can send the unseen servant, Rin.
I'm gonna send him north because that's where
Okay.
they appeared to be.
Okay. Yeah, when you get to that, that intersection there.
Oh, hold on. I yell down the hallway. We're sending a note back in Draconic.
Okay.
Please accept this note.
it's like the Fifth Element. We're sending in the negotiator.
Right.
Okay. So you hold on. You ended up in a damn wall.
I'm
Hold on.
stuck.
It's like in WoW, call.
And now I lost my light source, which was right below me.
There we go.
Right there.
I'm out of your way.
All right. Just so you know, this will help you guys because they don't perfectly line up with the limited space you have. You can hold down the Alt key when you place your token, and it won't be exactly on a square, but that's okay. You just need to be in the general vicinity. That way you're not stuck in half of a wall. Okay. So yeah, the unseen servant, Rin, you send it up there, and you're able to hear, to the left. I mean, it's kind of line of sight to some degree, isn't it?
No, I don't think it has to be. It just has to be within 60 feet.
Yeah. You tell it what to do and it does it. The
Okay.
ability.
Okay, so you yell down as the thing approaches. We're sending back a message. Do you say that in Draconic?
Yes.
Okay. All you hear from the return bark is not this way. You cannot pass.
Yeah, I have him go up and just
Must be the right way.
drop it. That's the way we want to go then.
Okay.
It
All
can't
right.
attack, but it can just drop it.
Sure, of course. You hear a roll 3d6.
Awesome. Best use of unseen servant ever. That was why I picked it up. I had a feeling it'd come in handy.
Sure did.
Nice.
Otherwise known as weapon delivery system.
Yeah.
Is he fireproof?
No, the unseen servant dies. That's what it's
Does it have hit points?
Uh,
Oh yeah,
one hit point. Yes, it dies.
Oh.
Yeah, but it just dropped at its own feet, so it's gone.
I wonder if we're the first people to use the unseen servant as its own self bomber.
By the way, that unseen servant's name was Kenny.
They killed Kenny.
Yep.
He was an unwilling. That's right. He was an unwilling suicide bomber. You hear from that corridor a frantic and angry son of a bitch. Okay,
That's awesome.
so he's gone. And you hear something else screaming too, and then lots of what sounds like kind of like flapping noises, like maybe somebody's trying to put out a fire. You don't know what.
I say,
Get him! Get him! Get him!
So go!
Go! Deploy!
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna
Sick
suck.
balls!
Oh,
So are we at initiative or?
sounds like we may be an initiative period, but give me just a second.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Me too. Give me 2 seconds.
That was awesome.
Okay. All right. So let me deploy the unit tracker. I'll roll initiative. It'll just overwrite.
Is that the problem we're teething?
Yes, definitely teething.
My dad had a great one for that. It's called butter, sugar, and whiskey. Takes care of it.
Yeah. Well, you don't have a Felicia to deal with. She would fucking murder me.
Whiskey for the babies?
Tony, what's that?
No whiskey for the babies?
Yeah, no whiskey for the babies. Sorry, Oliver.
We used to dunk Kevin's pacifier in beer, and a little shit,
He
go
did-
right to sleep.
I had a beer one time, and he put his mouth on the end of it, and I had sat it down for a second, and he immediately picked it up, and he freaked out when I took it away from him. So he must have liked it. And I was like, well, definitely my kid.
Donnie, looks like you're the only one who has not rolled initiative. Want to do that real quick?
Bjorn is just smoking it there.
Terrible. All right.
We're on both ends of the spectrum.
Somebody rolled initiative for a torch. Nice one.
Oh, that came in as mine because it's underneath me.
So, okay.
So
Well,
mine's a 17.
Here's a 17.
Fixed it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Here, I'll find Rajic and do his init. He hasn't done that yet. Okay. So that's a 17. All right. Let me go ahead and send the order. All right, Tinker, you're up. What do you want to do? They've dropped whatever it is, and Rin yells, "Go, go, go!"
All right. I'm going to hold and ready my action and wait for Bare Shoulders.
Okay. You're going to follow him in?
I'm going to follow him in.
Okay. Cormac, what about you? Same?
Yeah.
Okay. Bare Shoulders, you're up. I'm going to just put a torch here. Basically, it's the same effect. There's a fire raging right there.
How handy.
All right. Did we lose Donnie? Is he there?
Hello?
Okay. No. Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's good. You're up. Ray just yelled out. He said, "Okay, the trap is sprung. Go." You're up.
There's a burning cobalt that's somewhere out ahead of you.
10.
You're moving at half speed, so you might have to double
15.
move. Okay. Yeah.
Or
You see.
I can
You see.
javelin him.
Yep. You can. You see this space has fire raging in it. He's smoking, and he's behind it. And he's got fire kind of raging against his shield. Like it literally splattered onto the shield, and he's.
I will smack him with the javelin then.
All right, he's within range. Because the quarters are so tight, you're going to unfortunately still be at disadvantage, even though he's within 30 foot. Yep, that's not enough. You ricochet off the shield, and it clatters near the goblin you see behind him, who kind of freaks out a little bit, but doesn't get hit.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to follow up, Tony.
Okay.
5, 10, 15.
You can be directly behind their shoulders with 15.
Yep. And let's see.
You can be in the entrance with a double move, but you'd be standing in the fire. Probably not a wise move. It's already starting to diminish, but it's still going. You kind of want to move through it, not into it.
I'm gonna go ahead and move on up to there.
Right in front of it. Okay. All right.
Yep.
I'm going to kind of move you right. You're kind of actually in the corridor. I'm just going to hit Alt to kind of hold you in place. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So, Iona, you move there. Are you able to see anything?
Me?
No.
Can't when I move there.
Okay. Do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I take a shot.
All right. You're using the short bow, right? That's going to be a normal shot. Doesn't matter. It's freaking crit anyway. Who are you attacking? One with the shield or one behind him?
I attack the guy in the front. Clear the path.
Okay. You hit him. Bang. You drive an arrow right into the thickness of like his shoulder area right here, like the brachial plexus area. He screams.
Brachial plexus tie-in.
All right. Okay, and that's that. They're up. Okay. Just gonna move to here.
Well, there's all kinds of good shit up here. This could be a treasure room or something up here. We need to get in this room.
Patience, grasshopper.
I'm broke, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I just lost my life savings.
Jesus.
Trust me, the sparklies is like cocaine. Once you start, Sean, it's hard to stop.
Okay. All right. They move. This one here. He pulls his dagger and he waits. All right. And Ren, you're up.
Sorry, I was getting a bite to eat there. See, I'm gonna move.
Your turn.
That's about all I can do right there. However, Willem can move much quicker than me. How far is he moving though? Hold on.
I need to bring Bjorn. Oh, he's not ready yet.
Bjorn is trekking way.
There. That's where Golem goes.
Okay, if he lands there, he's going to take fire damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Fire.
didn't know that was.
That yeah, that's where you drop the that's what that is. It's like a torch.
I just picked up the torch.
All right, I'll get it.
Dang it! I can't grab Gwillem.
Go ahead.
All right, then I have him sit with the paladin.
You can. All right. Hey, Joe, would you mute until your
You're
turn?
up. He's up.
Oh yeah, okay. Never mind. You're up then.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Should be able to get up to like right there.
Okay. You able to see anything?
Yeah, I can. I'm going to take a shot at. Nope, that's not the right one.
Not me! Thank you. Woo.
Will you allow that? I mean, I can see it.
You can see it. There's some cover between you and him. He's going to get a bonus to his armor class because of it. What are you shooting him with?
Short bow.
Oh yeah, if you've got one, absolutely. Yeah, take a shot. He's got a better armor class because you're firing past cover.
Oh, I got 23.
That's going to hit him anyway.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, take 3 damage.
You do.
That guy's having a bad day.
Man, I couldn't. I mean, literally worst damage I could do.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, you're done. This
Can
guy.
you use my action now, Tony?
Yeah, sure.
Shoot that guy.
If you can see him, the good news for you is you only need to see like a freaking whisker or an elbow, and you don't have any disadvantages. So you can take a normal shot at him.
Yeah.
That's going to be enough to hit him too. Now, one thing I want to remind you of, Scotty, with sharpshooter, you have the option at any time, if you choose to do so, to trade a -5 to hit or a +10 to damage. Yeah. Now, with this guy with the shield and everything, maybe not the best idea, but that option is there for you. So you do hit.
All right.
Sean must have hit the up arrow.
What was that?
All right, and you do about the minimum possible damage that you can do.
Say it again.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All
right, well.
I won.
He's prickling full of arrows, but he's still up. All right, and he moves back to here.
He's like,
And
the hell with that shit.
yeah. Okay. All right, Bjorn is up.
Alrighty, he's going to follow along. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
He was way back there.
30. Yeah, he was the last one. He's a 1.
Okay, I'm gonna just get him up right behind Cormac. I'm assuming.
Okay, that's fine. He's going to watch behind.
Yeah. He would've
Okay.
followed.
All right, Tinker, you're up. You're now able to see into the room. There's still that alchemist fire there. You will probably have to deal with a little bit of fire damage as you work your way through it, but you're not resting in it.
Okay, I'm going to go through and go right here in his path, stepping where he stepped, and I'm going to engage this clown.
Holy
Nice.
smokes!
Okay, you need to make a dexterity save to try to avoid the fire as you step through that corridor, which is
Okay.
still on fire.
That is not a good thing.
Okay, that was what you needed. You get through and you don't take any fire damage.
Yay!
Okay, the moment you step up to him, both of the kobolds attack you. They were
Okay.
waiting for this. Okay, and he stabs at you with a spear twice.
Does
Actually, it's the top of the round.
Oh, you're right. I
They
know you
don't get a
don't
reaction.
allow that. I don't allow
You
that
lose
round
them.
around.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Safe.
Yeah. Nice.
Woohoo!
Okay.
I got fucked over with that so many times being
Yeah.
last in the round. I'm so happy.
All right, Tinker. You've got this one here. He's bristling with arrows, but he also has the spear and shield. You know he's a little tougher. This
Yeah,
one
I
over
want-
here next to him is a little juicier, you think?
I want the one that's wounded.
Okay, that's the one directly in front of you.
Not even close.
That, unfortunately, is a miss. The room is teeming with these things.
Right, we're in the right place.
Yep.
Yep, we have.
Okay. All right, Cormac, you're up.
Ooh, does this guy have a shield?
No.
All right, I'm gonna do like the -5 +10 thing on him.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Come on, mommy needs a new pair of shoes.
Ooh. Not good. Yeah, unfortunately, that wasn't going to hit regardless. You're trying. You got your friends jostling in this confined space, and you're trying to get around one of them, and you ricochet off a couple of walls.
Oh, we are just awesome.
Yeah. Hey,
All right.
Donnie, grab Gwillem as you jump over the fire.
Okay.
Take him
All
with
right.
you.
You scoop. Okay.
And that's
You
not
can move.
me.
You can move Gwillem over
Fire!
that. Fire stuck on you.
I would like to get there, but I can't keep track of my movement because of that. I think I can get there.
There you go. You scoop up the weasel and throw him on your head. Come charging into the room. Okay, I need you to make a dex saving throw as you go through the fire.
Oh, that's not going to happen.
You're like smothering yourself in it.
You take a point of fire damage.
Ooh, okay.
Do you have rage left?
I do. How many? Oh,
Now
crap.
would be a good
1,
time.
2, 3,
Yeah.
4. Yep, we're going to rage.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Rage! I burned myself. Rage!
There's a
Yep.
Fire!
I scream out obscenities.
there's a
All right,
load of kobolds in here.
that guy. One in front of me.
All right.
Did it hit?
All right.
It's gotta be.
Second. Well, you're going to be a bear. You're going to be a bear totem, right? So here's your rage scream.
Is it Yogi Bear?
All right. Okay, that is a hit. You're going for the one right in front of you, right?
Yep.
All right, you hit him. You paste him. He actually flies back, hits this bit of what looks like you're in like a mine of sorts, and like they're tunneling through rock here. And he hits that and smacks into the wall. Blood splatters all over you, Jal, the other kobold with a spear. Blood flies into the fire and sizzles. This guy makes a terrific mess and dies messily. Doesn't even let up.
Sweet.
I just turn and look at the other. I look at the other kobold and I just point at him. Next.
You just give him the. You're next.
Come here.
All right. Okay. So who's up next? We got Iona.
And actually, I'm going to stop here. So I'm in the tunnel. I'm going to hide first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm hidden. Mm-hmm. And then I shoot his ass.
Okay.
I guess I didn't have to hide because he was engaged.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Well, yeah, you don't even need to hide. So if you don't want to do that, you can just move and shoot,
Yeah,
and then
I'll hide after I get done. That'll be my hide.
Okay, do it. That's enough to hit him. Okay.
For 9.
Okay. He still doesn't go down.
God damn.
Jesus.
These guys got a pile of hit points. Dang.
All right. Okay, and you rehide. Okay. Kobolds. Well, that one's dead. Okay.
You're welcome.
What?
What was that?
Okay, so he moves.
They're running away again.
What do you want? Donnie just pasted the shit out of that guy.
I'm gonna paste all of them. They desecrated the temple to Beret.
Yeah, 'cause you care.
Actually, he would. That's his mom's.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a moment. I'm just getting some things kind of squared away here. Okay. So before they leave the area, 1, 2, 3, 4 kobolds fling stones at Tinker and Rajic. So first 2 at Tinker. Miss. And what's your armor class, Tinker?
19.
Okay, one of them pings off of your shield.
Yeah, that's a bitchin' armor class.
Okay, and then, you did rage, so I'm going to let you have it, and remember this, Donnie, you have it, and the damage rounds down. So if I said you took 7 points of damage, you only take 3. You take 6 points of bludgeoning, so you can have that, and then the second one misses you completely.
Okay.
All right, Ren, you're up.
Oh, I'm dead.
Let's see.
What was it?
Move.
Was it 19? 19.
I think
So
that's
minus 3.
about as far as I can get, I think. But I can still see this guy, so I have.
Just hang on. That square is filled with fire.
Oh, it is?
If you stop there, you automatically take damage. If you move through it, you gotta make a save.
I don't think I can get that far because you said we can only half.
Yep.
Only half move it. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just. I don't know. I guess back here.
Double move.
Does that allow you to see anything?
I. Well, I can see him, but that doesn't mean much.
Okay. Yeah, if you can see him, then you can try to do something.
Yeah, I can see
If
just the corner of him.
If you try to do an attack that requires an attack roll, he's got a better armor class. And if you do something that requires a save, then no worries.
Yeah, mine requires attack, so I'm gonna have Gwillem jump on his back.
Okay.
So there's still a chance I might get him.
What are you having Willem deliver?
Help.
Oh, you're helping. Who are you helping? The next step is
Me.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes. Wait, hang on. I'm gonna put this on different layers so you guys aren't constantly moving it. Okay. Yes. Yeah, you do get past the shield.
He takes fire.
Okay. Well, he's still not down, but God, he looks terrible. He looks like he's trying to retreat. He's bleeding from arrow and bolts, and he's got fire kind of flaming the side of it, his unprotected side. He's not looking good at all. Okay, all right, and let's see. That was you. Okay, Edda, you're up. There's definitely the sound of battle ahead.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm going to move up to here.
Okay,
and
dexterity saving throw as you step through the fire. You're good. You take no damage.
Okay, I'm going to shoot this guy.
Is it the closest one?
That guy.
Okay. All right. Yeah, go for it. That's a hit. Okay. That's enough.
Nice.
You shoot him in the chest, And this time, he's trying to step back, and his feet just kind of trip up on him, and he just falls flat back. His shield kind of like crashes down over his face. He doesn't even move. You don't know if he's playing possum or dead, but you suspect the former, or the latter, I should say.
Especially since he's got skull and crossbones on him.
Maybe it's not real, though. You don't know.
I'll step on him as I go past him.
All right. A bold dragon shield. Okay, he
Come get some.
into here.
Damn it! Why did I do that?
Hang on. My God, this is running so slowly. You hear a deep voice from down the corridor. You think coming from down in this area, maybe at a bit of a distance, though, in the common tongue, and it says, "Enough! Do not kill more of my people!" Okay. And it's Bjorn's turn.
No, we will kill them all.
Let's see. I want to have him guarding our back here, Tony. Does Cormac have a light?
I had a torch or not.
Yeah, there's torches back here. What did Cormac? Did you move back?
No, I never went forward yet. I could see my people way back here.
Oh yeah, I guess you could.
I'll have to move forward next time, I think.
Okay, Bjorn Halloran is going to.
Yeah, the hallway has lights down it. You should be able to see those.
Okay. Can I see down this way?
No.
Okay. He's going to listen and pay attention to see if he can hear anything or see anything that might be coming up the backside here to harass the party.
Okay.
He's got his crossbow ready.
Okay. You want him to make a perception test?
Yes, sir. I would love to.
Okay. You can click him, and then there's a button just that says perception up above in the bar.
It says DR immunities and stats.
Oh, perception's not there. Oh, well, give me a second. Let me fix that. Perception. Give me a second here. Player visible. Yeah, you guys should all be able to see that. There you go. Now, click away and then click back on him again. You should see a perception ability.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right.
Why?
It was showing like the top of your head.
Oh,
Okay, Bjorn thinks he's hearing some things beyond here, but so far nothing has approached.
Okay, he's just going to stay ready.
Okay. All right, top of the round. Tinker.
Alrighty, I'm going to follow up that last one that left. So it's 5, 10.
Yeah, this is open space. You can maneuver around the object at normal speed.
Okay. That's a full move for me, so I don't get to attack.
Well,
You can still attack.
So
Yeah,
that's
30 would be standard movement, which means that you still have an action. You're not confined to a small space, so it's not double movement.
Just
okay. I will do that. I will ready.
What are you ready?
I will ready sword and shield.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, Cormac, you're up.
How do I make that arrow that shows how the distance again?
Yeah, so there's a ruler, and there's like a vertical kind of toolbar on the left of the map. Yeah, it's the one that's kind of a ruler.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Magic. So I can go. Can I do full movement?
You can actually move 5 feet beyond that because once you're out, it's normal movement. So you could move. You could even move directly up south of that dead kobold.
Let's go right there.
Okay. You're just gonna need to switch back to the pointer again, and you can do that.
And
Oh, and sorry, this round. Switch to here. This round, the fire goes out right there.
Good. Ione and I are very happy for that.
Yeah, so Cormac, you didn't have to go through that fire. At least you didn't have to make a save.
yes.
It's largely gone. So, okay, you stop right there. You see no living targets apparent in the room.
Okay.
Okay, bare shoulders, you're up. You saw them retreat into, from your position, you saw one retreat here. You saw one retreat here. And one of those was one of those tougher, spear and shield guys. And you saw a couple retreat down here.
15, 20. Is this tough terrain or anything?
That would be, that's a 5-foot deep pit.
Okay. So then I want to go this way. That'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Do you have fast movement yet? No, you don't get that yet.
Nope. I'm going to go right there. We are going to 30. We're going to stick him with a sticker.
Oh, you're right at 30? Okay, you get standard.
Yep.
You have a standard shot then. Unfortunately, he takes it on the shield.
Bastard.
Okay, Iona.
So that's 30. So then I can still move. I can dash, right? For my other movement?
Yeah, if you just want to dash, sure. You're not hidden anymore, by the way. There's too much light around.
Right. So what is this right here? Like a barricade?
There's just like a small enclosed area with tools and such, and like a little raised platform area, framed with wood.
5, 10.
This appears to be a mine of sort.
15. So I move inside it for cover. 20. So I'm good from there. So then I shoot him.
Okay.
Bam!
Nope.
Take it.
You
No
hit him?
diplomacy in this group.
7.
Clearly not.
Are your short sword and your short bow the same?
Yeah, it's the same.
Gotcha.
Everything's the same. It's all.
Yeah, yep.
Okay. He takes an arrow and screams. Let's see. Can this one see you? He's gonna be at disadvantage. But he's gonna try to wing a bullet at you.
That's why I set up taking cover.
He hits you. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
God damn it! I am a fucking bullet magnet.
Bullet sponge.
Then he runs away.
That's what I get for getting out front again. God damn it!
He scampers off. Okay, Ren, you're up.
Alrighty. Alright.
Okay, Matthew.
All right.
Can't believe I'm going to say this, but maybe we should talk to the guy in common. Plot line and all.
Plotline says he's gotta die.
I would at least hear him out.
Before we kill him.
Right,
Well, he should start talking. He gets a turn. He can talk.
You can only say so much in one round, man. All right.
Stop killing my people!
You guys are terrible, really. Okay.
So
All right. So Gwilyn moved up. All right.
shoot-
So what are you doing, Rand?
I'm shooting that guy.
What are you shooting him with? You're firebolting him?
You.
And he's taking
Okay.
it.
No. That actually goes woof right against his shield and slams into the
Guy.
roof and atop of on top of him. So, okay. Let's see. And boom. A dude comes out like around him, almost on all fours. And what you see is, as he stands up, he is as tall as Radjik. He has kind of coppery scales that are almost red, like more red than copper. Okay. He's got a kind of a cloak around his shoulders, and as he stands up to his full height, he's huge. He is broad, and he is heavily muscled. He has a sword in his scabbard at his hip. Hasn't even drawn it yet, and he roars out, "Stop!" And when he does, you see what looks like smoke kind of roll out of his mouth, and it looks like there's a light in the back of his throat.
Oh.
Maybe we should listen to this guy.
And you see as he says that, give me a moment. As he says that, his hand opens and you see fire crackling in it, kind of the same as what you do, Ren.
Yeah. But mine looks prettier.
Ren, we can take him.
All right. Oh, okay. That was on your turn. So, Edda, you're up.
So he just screams stop
In common.
in common. I'm going to move up to here.
He looks like he is ready to attack, but he has not done so yet.
I pull back my bow and I say, give us a reason.
Because you'll never escape this place. It will be your tomb if you do not listen to reason. And he says that it's kind of this deep, throaty, and yet almost like a little bit of a hiss to his words. He's like, this place will be your tomb if you do not stop. And more smoke kind of rolls out from his mouth as he speaks.
So I'm gonna. The hell was that? I look at him and I say, you're gonna have to tell us more than that.
I don't know, that's pretty good, much good enough for me.
Can I make a? I know I'm probably not. I don't think I'm trained in it, but can I make an insight check? See if this guy's not just BSing.
You can't if you're also readying your weapon to attack.
I just draw. I guess. Yeah.
I'll let you let off the bow if you want to make an insight.
I'm not gonna shoot. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna shoot him. So
Okay.
yeah, I let off the bow.
Make an insight test. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Give me a moment.
As he makes his deception.
Right. Okay, so you check this guy out. He does not look like the sort who resorts to deception. This dude is massive. He looks like a small brick wall, maybe, but he's also very dragonish looking, and he clearly, like, you think this dude can breathe fire. You don't think there's anything about this guy that is bluffing. You think he is. In fact, one of the things you notice about him in that moment is that he carries a confidence that he can still kill all of you right here. Like you can just see it in his bearing.
I kind of, I ease up a little bit and I look around to the group and I say we should hear him out.
Okay. All right. We'll finish the round before we talk about whether the turn is going to be done. What do you want Bjorn to do?
Get a torch and stay at that crossroads. And
So Bjorn. Okay, so he stays way down there.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
The torch right here.
You can snag that one. Okay.
There we go.
So top of the round, Tinker. Edda has just said that. What do you want to do?
We're going to move 5, 10, 15. Speak your piece.
You walk right up to him?
Yep.
Okay. He closes his fist and the fire winks out. He's taller than you.
He's a big boy.
Oh, he's big, and he's hugely broad. Bigger, more bulging muscles, even than Rajic. And he has a tail that it swishes momentarily, and you kind of. I mean, you're a pretty insightful guy. You can see that he kind of notices it, and then it's still. And as he speaks to you, smoke kind of rolls out from his mouth, and he says, "I'm Covellis, and this is my lair. These are my people. Why have you come here?"
Because this cavern is the source of sickness for the city.
Okay. He pauses for a long moment, and he goes, "This is true."
And
Why
we're
are
here
you?
to stop it.
Good job for denying it.
So this guy doesn't have any deception.
The inside check must have been real good.
Yeah.
He says, he says, "Are you the leader here?"
No, but I speak for them.
Oh.
What was it you said, Mike?
I said, no, but I speak for them.
He kind of cocks his head to the side a bit. He goes, "I believe that makes you the leader. So, what do I call you?"
I stand up and I say, you can call him Jal Mala.
Jal Mala. Well, Jal Mala, you have come to my lair, and you have cause.
Yes.
He says, "I would speak with a group of you. I think we actually have common cause, for I had no desire for my people to be involved in this. Will you treat with me?"
Glance around at Iona. See his reaction.
I just suck. I'm standing in the light.
You're like, can't move at all without being spotted.
Fuck.
It's the blood.
We won't hear you.
He says, "Treat with me, and for the duration, you will have my protection. No harm will come to you."
We have your hospitality.
He gives you a grin. You're not exactly sure if, what it represents, per se. But he says, "You do."
Very well, then. I sheathe my sword.
Okay. He barks out something in Draconic. Rin, you can hear he basically says, "Stand down, the lot of you."
Oh, that sucks.
You stop raging, Rajic?
Yeah, I think.
You kind of have to, actually. If you're
I
not
have to
taking
if I don't-
damage or delivering damage, you have to stop your rage.
I throw a temper tantrum, rage fit, kicking and knocking shit over and pissing and moaning.
Covellis looks at you, Tinker, back to Ragic, and he goes,
I shrug.
"He's an expert one."
You spoiled his fun.
He says, "Come back with me to my chamber. We will talk. I will give you food and drink, if you will have it."
I'm gonna pass.
I'll take it.
No.
You don't really. Okay, so just so you know, Scott, you don't really know what you're dealing with at this point because this guy is clearly not a kobold.
Yep.
Make another nature or what do you call it? Nature or history check with advantage, whichever is better. They're probably about the same for you. I doubt.
They are.
You,
Yeah,
okay.
they're both bad.
Oh, good one.
With advantage, that actually works. Okay. All right. So you're able to determine that this guy's not a kobold at all. In fact, what you think he is what's called dragonborn.
Mm.
He is a humanoid of sorts, and so you know a little bit about their ecology, but there really isn't much, meaning that they are not a race unto themselves.
Mm.
They're formed from maybe like a draconic lineage or bloodline at some point. But what seems to be going on here is that these things are following him, or maybe more. Maybe they're worshiping him, for all you know. Yeah. That's about all you can really tell from this. So
Divine sense on him, Tony.
If you eat in somebody's household and they're giving you protection, they can't kill or attack you. So I'm excited to eat this food.
Sure. Okay. And somebody else was saying something too.
Do divine sense on him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do not detect any evil, but realize that would only work if he was extra dimensional, like undead or elemental or from beyond this world. You can't just detect if somebody is.
He's nothing I've ever seen before.
Okay. So
is there something more I get with a 23? I have history.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, here's what you do know. You don't know anything about him specifically or what he might be. Well, I guess what were you trying to roll history in relation to?
Him.
Okay. Yeah, you're certain he's not kobold, and you think the same as Scott that he has draconic blood in him, which might explain why he has the fire kind of simmering in the back of his throat. That's pretty much about it. Okay, so I'm going to move you to another chamber here. You move through what appears to be like another root cellar, and give me a moment. Un momentito, por favor. Okay.
So we've rested, right?
You're resting right now while you kind of talk to him.
No, I mean we took a long rest a while back.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so while we're walking, I pull out the stone and I inform my boss that there is a dragonborn down here leading the kobolds. If we don't come out, smoke this place.
All right, hang on a second.
Ooh, omelets for supper.
Momentito. Sorry, guys, just trying to get prepped here.
For the ambush.
It's not much of an ambush when you see them. It just gave us tactically the shittiest fucking position ever.
All right, so you guys, I don't know if you can see where you are right now. Let me move you in here. All right, so you're in a chamber. He's got like a little area, and then in front of him is a fire pit, and it's a little taller in here than most of the other chambers. he's sitting on what appears to be like a throne, and he's kind of lounging back in it, like not even at the ready per se. And you've got what appear to be like maybe some honor guard around, and there's even a one of those it's like a kobold with vestigial wings, right there at the other end of the room. So anyway, he commands an underling to come out with bread and water.
Oh,
And he offers it.
Accept it.
Getting surrounded.
Oh, I mean, you if you're in this area, you hear what sounds like constant digging from all kinds of places. This place, like when you really kind of aren't fighting or talking to each other, you can hear it sounds like a very busy sort of warren. You just have to know what to listen for.
Good.
I take the bread and water if it's proper to me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you just eat it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not very tasty. In fact, you're trying to figure out what the hell this stuff is made from.
Mushrooms.
Yeah. That's a pretty good bet. So, anyway, you pass around. Those of you that decide to eat. He watches very intently. So, who else besides Scotty eats what's offered?
If Scotty does not fall over dead soon.
So everybody watches Cormac, and they wait like a good solid minute. And Cormac seems fine. I mean, he does make a little bit of a face when he's eating the bread. At which point, Covelis actually looks at you, Cormac, and he says, "In common," he goes, "Yes, it tastes terrible, doesn't it?"
Kind of, yes.
He goes, "I am so sick of mushrooms."
How about an omelet?
Ooh.
Do you say that?
No.
No.
Don't say that. Psh, no. Psh, psh, psh.
Bad thief.
That's our get out of jail free potentially card.
Or the one that'll doom us all.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't die, I take a nibble and a small drink.
I'm not eating it.
Hell no.
May I offer you some cheese?
You say to Covelis?
Yes.
You see the crest at the back of his head kind of perks up. He goes, "What kind of cheese?"
Jarlsberg.
Toad.
Seems to know what that is. He seems to know what that is, and he goes, "Yes."
Thought it was Fermunda cheese.
It goes on good on eggs.
Oh, Jesus. I offer it to him.
Okay. He says thank you, and he at first he takes how much do you give him? Like a whole kind of block?
Oh, well, it's a wedge. I cut a wedge out of the wheel.
Oh my God! So full. He breaks a chunk of it off, and he just smells it. He seems to revel in that smell, and then he takes a delicate nibble. He kind of sits back in his chair and sighs. He goes, "Ah, real food." Somebody rolling something here?
No, I was just couldn't remember what my languages
Okay.
were.
The one kobold after he's done offering food and drink around the room, which by the way the drink is like a kind of it smells like kind of a stale water, but it's water. It's actually fairly clear looking. And when he's done, he looks up at Covelis, who just kind of does this, and that kobold acts as though it was like hit or something and scampers away as quick as possible.
Here's Joe.
Tony, you need to bring Bjorn in here as well. I was going to catch him, but I can't see him to grab his icon.
Oh yeah, he's a ways away. Any moment. Right there. Yeah. So you're in what appears to be like some sort of audience chamber. There's eggs everywhere. Um, and yeah, like I said, there's this large, massively muscled, kind of lizard-like man sitting on the dais, or it's kind of a little raised platform with a throne on it. The throne doesn't look like anything made by like a man. I mean, it looks like it was crudely put together by the kobolds. And you're studying the room, Iona, and he sees you looking around it, and he looks at the chair he's sitting on and goes, "Yes, they made it for me, and demanded that I sit upon it. So, you're wondering why I brought you here, most likely.
Yes.
Well, he says, in a chamber not far from here is the source of what you seek. I'll give it to you, but I ask for a favor in return."
What is it? What is it?
You've been waiting all night to say that, haven't you?
Yep.
He says, "Let me tell you a story."
Oh.
Read to us from the dialogue box.
Rajic actually goes, "Oh man," and lays back.
I didn't think there'd be this much talking. He says, maybe a month or so, scouts on the surface were ambushed by orcs. You're on mute, Flash, if you're trying to say something.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I'm not mute.
He said, they appeared to be scouts. He goes, it's a long story, but my queen and her clutch of eggs were taken. I need them returned.
So this guy's shagging a kobold? This place grows more disgusting by the second.
That is nothing I want to see on Pornhub.
So a look of disgust goes around the group, obviously, and he goes, "Look,
I got no morals. My standards are low."
He goes, "I had no desire for my people to come anywhere near your city because we've been down here for ages, okay?" He goes, "But the orcs have leverage." And when the army arrived, they sent down a group of orcs who now are in one of my warrens, and it is through them that the sickness made. He goes, and then they use my people to up into your waterworks to deposit into the water supply.
You guys should have kicked their asses.
I would just as soon be done with the orcs and the people of Redspan and go back to the way things were. He goes, if you will agree to do this for me, I will take you at your word. And he looks specifically at you, Joel. I will take you at your word. And as a proof of my goodwill in this, I will take you to the orcs first, and I will not let them know you are coming. You will be able to ambush them.
Sounds good.
So we must rescue your queen and the eggs. Where are they? Do you know?
We are fairly confident that they are now held in the orcish camp. And I would imagine, he says, that the eggs are being held ransom and are likely with their war leader, protected somehow.
So they're on the surface with the orc camp?
He goes, that is what I believe, yes.
Mm.
I can get you to a secret place near their camp. You would have to be able to sneak in, take the eggs and my queen, and bring them back. He goes, and in return for these things, for you doing this for me, he goes, you will be heroes. You will stop the plague, and I will close the tunnels, and we'll never go again into the upper world of Redspan. You have my word. Well, he goes, there is one other thing I would like. More of that. He points at the rest of your wheel of
That
keys.
is.
So sorry, the wife can't run the television. What bullshit deal did we just make?
I don't know. Tony, it all broke up into digitized sound. I couldn't hear what you said.
Okay, he wants his bride brought back and the eggs unbroken, and he can't. He says, "I can't be seen as having been involved."
So what if we get there and the bride is dead and the eggs are all broken?
So then you'll have to find another way home through an orcish camp, I guess.
So let's be serious. We're down here. We've already made a mess of your life. You made a mess of our life first, which is why we're here.
I
I
understand.
have no problem going to find your bride. There is some disgust on my face at that moment. I'm not gonna lie.
Bride.
His tail
And I
switches as you kind of you show that disgust, but he doesn't. Otherwise, you see no expression across his face.
I have no issue going and looking for these. But it's not my fault that the orcs have already double-crossed you and whacked her.
He looks at you for a bit, Iona, and then he looks back at you, Joel. He says, "Can I trust that you will tell me the truth if such a thing has occurred?"
I'll tell you the truth.
I got 2 paladins with me. How much lying do you think we can do? I say that openly. How much lying do you think I can get away with 2 paladins? Me? I got no problem killing them. They're not going to let me.
He says, and then he looks back to you, Joel, and he says, "And if they live and the eggs are unbroken, you will bring them to me with all of the power within you to do so."
You're breaking up, Tony.
Okay, I'll try again. He says, "And if she lives, and if the eggs are unbroken, you will bring them to me alive and well."
I just got the last of that, Tony.
Is everybody else hearing me okay?
Oh yeah, it's
Just
on.
fine.
It's
Fine.
It's Palmer.
Oh,
Let me go see if my wife has turned on her damn phone. Hold on a second.
All right.
He needs better internet.
Yeah.
He needs to up his internet speed.
Yep.
He looks around the group and he says, "Do you have any more food from the upper world with you?"
Let's stay on the task at hand.
I'm going and roll around.
he says, "I will send," he says, "we've already cleared a path to the surface." He goes, "I will send a kobold with you. And they will be your guide."
Yep, that was the problem.
Oh, okay. All right. Can you hear me now?
Perfectly.
You need to up your internet speed, boy.
I guess so. All right. So, Mike, all he was said was, you will tell him if if his wife is killed and the eggs are broken. But otherwise, you're going to bring them back to him intact. He's looking for you to provide him some assurance.
I will do my best. I look over at Bjorn. Is this acceptable?
Bjorn just looks like, what in the god? Oh. He goes, he kind of steals himself and he says, by Alator, he goes, I will do this.
Can we get Bjorn's weapons and armor back?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they bring them forth. It takes a little bit of time. They must have been confiscated and kind of kept elsewhere earlier. Give me a moment. Let me update him.
So I take it this has taken at least an hour, and we can roll some hit dice.
Yeah, if you guys want to take a rest, you sure can. It seems obvious as you start talking that there's no double cross. Now he looks ready, and they all look ready for double cross from you. But if you want to take sit down and rest and all that kind of stuff, you sure can.
We've broken bread. He's safe.
Oh no, I'd kill him.
At least from the paladins.
If I thought I'd get away with it, yeah, I'd murder him.
Spoken like a true thief. I know.
Tony, what is it that's causing the sickness?
Hang on a second. What's chain armor? Is it 16?
16. Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's got a shield too. Give me a second. Chain armor and shield. Okay, so that brings him up to an 18, and he's maxed at 40.
He has chain mail?
Yeah, chain armor, chain mail, yeah.
Okay.
At 18, and he's going to trade out the spear for his longsword. Same as you.
He doesn't need my base anymore then.
Nope. That's die 8 plus his strength. It's a plus 2. Okay. All right. I think I've got that updated. Slashing. Okay. So he is. All right. Bjorn is completely updated. He's in good shape now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What other questions do you have? Oh, you asked what's the source of the
sickness.
Of the sickness. Okay. He says in a chamber not far. His lip kind of curls back, and he says, actually near one of our nests. He goes, they've erected a small shrine to some orcish god of whom I know not. He goes, but there are 2 orcs that are diseased, and they're guarded by 2 other orcs, one of which is a priest of some kind, I believe. Those diseased orcs, he goes, I think they bathe them, and then that water gets dumped. Is what we use to dump into the water plant.
Oh, that's nasty.
Can I make a?
So we get to murder them first, right?
Can I make like a?
What's that?
A medicine?
We get to murder them before we leave, right?
Yes. He goes, if you strike this bargain with me, he says, I will personally lead you there first.
Can I make either a medicine, nature, religion, or history check to figure out maybe what those guys are?
Sure. You could do. It'd probably be. Well, first make a history check, and in fact, I'm going to give a history check, even if it's untrained, also to you, Jal, since you kind of know the language.
Okay. History?
Yes.
I've heard of orcs.
None of us have a clue.
Okay. Make a medicine check if you want to make that.
Would I have any idea?
not a well. No, you never were raised among orcs.
Okay.
Okay, you think it's possible that like maybe open sores related to disease could be exposed to water, which could be introduced to a water supply, and then might actually affect people. But it seems like it would be rather diluted, unless it was something really, really extreme. Now you can make a religion check as well, Jal. And
Alrighty.
let's see who else. Anyone else trained in religion?
I am.
Me.
Okay, if you're trained in religion, you can make a roll. Here's what I'll actually let you do. Whoever's got the best one can make the roll, and others can. Someone else who has it can also provide advantage on that roll.
Well, I'm -1 on the roll.
Who's -1?
Me. So there we go.
That's terrible. Is that? Are you trained in it?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So Joe, Etta and her training at the College of Alator, you were forced as part of your training to learn about the orcs that lived in the Griff Mountains, and there is a deity called Yurtrus that the orcs pray to, and they are the caretakers of those among the orcs that are diseased, and they actually kind of weaponize them of sorts. That's about as much as you figure out, though.
Okay.
Oh, good.
I'll pass that along to everybody.
What's that?
I pass it along to everybody.
Okay.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
you've been talking about this, trying to work it out, and so this is all kind of open discussion. Kobe Ellis sits there quietly listening to your banter back and forth, but makes no comment. And he kind of leans forward eventually and he says, "It sounds like we have a deal."
I look around at the group. Are you okay with this?
As long as I get to kill something soon.
We can handle that. Ask Covelius, does the city above know that you're here?
Until now, no. I'm confident of that. He goes, "I'd like it to stay that way."
I think that's probably all right as long as there's no actions taken against the city and its inhabitants.
Let's see. Give me a moment here. This one over here says something to Covelius. Rin, you're able to make it out, and basically that one says across to Covelius says, "Supreme Leader, they have some of our eggs."
Oops.
Covelius kind of gives that one a long look, but he shakes his head. You don't
I have it as a goodwill gesture.
say again.
I give back the egg that I possess as a goodwill gesture.
Okay, by the way, you didn't.
I don't know what they said.
Understand what was said. No.
Good point.
Okay. Do you say anything, Ren? You're not, Joe. If you're trying to say something to us, we're not hearing you.
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You don't know if he knows that. You don't know if he knows that you can speak the language at this point yet.
Well, if the guy's not going to accuse us of it, I think we should hold on to them personally. So just in case. So no, I don't say anything. I'm not evil, but you know,
You're not good.
yeah, I'm neutral good.
Mhm. Okay, Covelius, or sorry, not Covelius. Iona, this guy, this Covelius fellow, he spends lots of time studying each of you, but he seems to spend a lot of time studying you specifically.
Actually, I turn to Iona, so my back's to him, and I say, well, I don't know where you have the egg, but I kind of point to like,
You know, by the way, you know that Iona can read lips.
oh,
You also know thieves can't because I
Oh.
taught it to you.
that's right. They know the eggs are missing, is what I. Yeah.
Go fuck themselves.
I just nod like, yep, that was my thought exactly.
All right. Okay.
We can use those just in case the other eggs crack. We can replace them.
Oh,
How many eggs are we trying to get out of the orc's hands?
we only have 3, right? So
You have 3
No,
eggs.
no, no. The
We have no
orcs.
idea because he didn't
Oh.
tell us.
They haven't told you yet.
That's what I wanted to know.
Okay.
If we got
Okay.
like
Yeah, how many eggs
100
are we
eggs,
talking
we're-
about?
3.
Do I need a wagon? I mean,
Yeah, really.
3 eggs. So he looks back to you, Joel. He says, "Do we have a bargain?"
We do.
Okay. He says,
There's
Then
my
I will-
hand on it.
"You extend your hand." Okay. He gets up from the chair. He walks over and he grips you. You're like, kind of like forearm to forearm, like
Right,
like Roman style.
right.
Says, "Excellent." He says, "Then I will take you to the orcs, and I will watch you butcher them."
It works for me.
He says, "But first, I need a moment with your man." And at that point, he points directly to Iona.
I pull out a sword.
You see, he spreads his hands.
I pull out a sword and look at this son of a bitch that's back to my left. Nah, ain't gonna happen. I will stab the shit out of this guy.
He says, "I mean you no harm." Did you eat from his? Did you eat any of the food?
No.
No. Okay. He says, "I mean you no harm." He says, "But I do need to speak to you."
I slide it back into the scabbard. I'm standing right here.
Separately.
Forward.
Hmm?
He says, "Separately."
Oh no, that's not gonna happen.
He,
I'm not leaving the group.
he says, "They will see you off to the side." Like he points down like a corridor, like where he pulls. He's like, "I will leave my weapon with your friend," and he pulls the sword out and hands it to Jal.
All right.
He's still got the breath weapon. I I sign to you.
I shake my head. I'm aware.
Okay, so he points down like where, like here, and he says, "I just need a moment of your time." So do you kind of step in there? Okay.
Yeah.
He moves over here and uses his body to kind of block the visibility. You do see that there's a couple of kobolds down the hallway, and in that moment, you're like, "Oh dear God, what have I let myself do?"
When he
Initiative.
steps in, I just grab both of the acid flasks, and one in each hand, and I show them to him. And then I just
He's probably fireproof.
that's why I showed him the acid ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He says, "Steady." He says, "I still mean you no harm, but I wanted to speak to you separately, where the paladins could not hear. I know what they are." He says, "I need an additional favor." He says, "and I'm willing to pay for it You see, and he slowly reaches into a pouch and he pulls out a small sack of coins. He shakes them. He says, "Look."
Okay. I keep an eye on him and listen to the people behind me.
Okay.
I look. It's a bag.
Yeah,
I got it.
you spread it out and look. You see a couple of gems and what looks like well over 60, 70 coins at least. Gold.
Okay.
Not red spend, not 10 mint, but from somewhere else. But gold spends the same
Gold spends. Gold spends. I'm good with it.
He says, so once you've counted it, he plucks it back out of your hand. And he says, "This can be yours if you do me one additional favor."
I'm listening.
Okay.
Nice.
He kind of looks around at his group. He says, "The guide that I send with you, they should replace the queen. They cannot speak, though. Deal with them however you wish."
So you want the guides done?
He says, "I think we understand each other."
I got no problem with that.
He says, "And I know that you carry 2 of the eggs, and your companion openly carries the 3rd. He says, replace the eggs." He goes, "If in fact you can bring the queen back and leave the guide." He says all this in common with the kobolds behind you openly looking at him. He doesn't seem to be concerned that any of them would understand. He says, he says, "They won't even know the difference between the kobold that you leave and the one that you take."
Okay. I got no issue with any of that.
Excellent. He says, "When you return with the queen and the real eggs," he says, "this will be yours."
Okay.
Let's go whoop some orcs.
I put the flask back into my pouch.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's murder orcs.
Okay. He walks back into the room with Iona following, and he you see something interesting, Joel. From 15 feet away, you see he just holds his hands out, and the sword leaves your grip and lands in his. At which point he slides it.
Oh, nice trick.
He says, "Are you ready?"
Lead on.
Okay. A moment. So everybody can take, probably not a full, not a what do you call a long rest, but you could take another short rest if you wanted to do so.
Yeah, we're on a timed schedule. We had less than 2 days before the orcs make their move.
Right. Okay. So my question to you guys is, I need to know your marching order down this hallway.
That's right. Back up in our discussion. You're doing for me, or while we're in there, like I'm doing for you, I need you to do something else. It'll cost you nothing and take but a moment of your time. The tunnel from the church down into the cavern should have a problem. Weak ceiling.
He smiles a bit. He goes, "How dangerous of a problem would you like?"
I'd like it closed. Sealed. Untravelable. Permanently.
He says, "I owe you that much. I can do that." He starts giving the order in Draconic. You hear Rin as he starts telling the kobolds to tell the miners to create a deadfall in the chamber between the Temple of Bayray and the Waterworks.
I give the signal. Yep, that's what he's doing.
Okay. All right. Let's murder some orcs.
All right. So you guys are heading down this tunnel, so kind of line up in your kind of your order, so I know how to get you into the next tunnels. So is that Ragic first?
Well, somebody can go in front of me if they want. I figured I'd be up front, most likely.
Most likely, I'm good with that. I
Go
think Tinker
behind
should be right behind you.
Yeah, just stop
I am right there.
Ragic. Where are you going? You're back up. All right, so who's in front of Ragic? Anyone?
Ragic is in the front.
Who's in front of him?
No one. Okay. Who's after Ragic?
Me, and then Bjorn.
All right. Well, where did you go? Oh, there's Tinker. All right. We'll put you there. Oops.
How did I get moved all the way to? Oh, that's how.
I got you. All right. Who's after Tinker?
Bjorn.
All right. Put you there. Okay. And then?
I'll go next.
All right. And then Cormac. Okay.
I'll bring up the rear.
All right. So I'll put Edda and then Rin and then. All right. Where's Rin and Gwillem? That's where you guys are.
Right here.
Okay. Oh, come on. Got too many things on screen, clearly. All right. Put you right there. Okay. So then you're the caboose, Iona. Okay. All right. Let me get you down to the next section here.
Whoa.
Don't worry. I'll move you. You'll know where you are. We'll keep up. I've made way too big of a map here.
It's running smooth on my end.
Might be why it's a little slow.
Okay. All right. So it looks like some of you have found each other. Give me a moment. All right. That's kind of generally where you are. I don't know if you're able to see too much, but and I'm going to grab him. Okay. So are you guys able to see mostly this stuff here?
I can just see a little bend. I presume that's Bare Shoulders. A couple of spaces ahead of me.
That's me right there.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So Bare Shoulders, you see this guy come down here to this corridor right here, and he yells in this direction, like further up the pathway, and he goes. He says in common. He says, "If you can understand me, you dogs, you're about to die."
Oh, well, there you go.
He just points Ragic for you to head that direction.
What? So much for the surprise.
I like I'm like, freaking dick.
You don't think this guy really understands the concept of ambush in the same way that you guys do.
Well, I guess it's initiative now.
It is.
Thanks, Dick.
His new name is Kaveladic.
Kaveladic. Yeah, you think that he's pretty pissy that these guys are here, and he likes the idea of letting them know that they're about to die.
Ah.
And Um, okay, and then hit.
Wow. One again. That's amazing.
I maxed and he's the minimum.
I mean, that's great. All right. Did everybody roll initiative?
And this week, filling in for Stod will be Bjorn.
Right. At least it's not your PC. All right. Looks like Rajic, Sean. Okay. Think about everybody but Edda has rolled initiative.
I gotta re-roll.
Didn't make it. Oh, I guess Joe did roll. Okay. Good.
I got a reroll too. I didn't like mine.
No,
I don't think so. Okay. All right. So let me get this thing settled. Oops, that's not the one I want to roll.
you can delete Gwillem from the turn order.
Yeah, he runs on you. Okay. All right. he wrote that out in common, Jal, and he's pointing down the corridor to kind of the right or the east over here.
Okay.
It's dim and dark in here, but yeah.
You can let me go first if you want to hold.
That's fine. I can do that.
Okay, so you're ready for Rajic to go in. All right.
Yep, and I'll be ready to follow him up and whip ass.
All right, Cormac. What do you want to do? It is half movement in this tunnel.
All right. So means I can go 15 and still attack.
Roughly, yes.
All right.
You could get in front of Tinker.
And I can't see a damn thing to.
Yeah, there doesn't appear to be anything to see at this point. So are you readying your bow in case anything comes around the corner?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. You hear a raspy Orcish voice yell something out. And does anybody here speak Orcish?
Yep.
I do.
Yeah, the orc.
Yep. The orc.
Okay. All right. So yeah, the two of you can make out that the one of these voices says that damned Coviellis has double crossed us. Defend yourselves.
Okay, I want to go ahead and move, Tony, before they do.
Okay.
And we're supposed to go up toward this way?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you able to see in there?
Let me see. I see.
Oh no. Hang on. I forgot to do is put a light source. There is a light source in that room, and I did not put it in there. Give me a moment.
You fail.
I guess I did.
They're all at disadvantage this round.
How's that?
I still can't see shit.
Good. I know Tinker can see a bit more than he could before. So.
Yep.
Okay. So you moved to right there. You basically, it looks like you did was that a double? No, you used your move. Okay.
Yep.
You
And
see two orcs guarding the entrance. The one on the left looks gross. Like he's misshapen. He's got like weeping pustules all over his body. He's only wearing a loincloth.
oh, lovely.
His disease junk.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, so you ready? They appear to be ready themselves. What do you do?
Okay. Well, I'm at the end of my regular move there. See, and Bare Shoulders can get up there if I stay out of his way. So I'm going to stay out of his way.
Okay. You ready to let him go past?
I'm going to let him go past, and I'm going to be ready to engage if need be.
Okay. All right. And let's see. So he's going to be ready because I think he's in good shape. So he stays put. All right. It's Bare Shoulder's turn.
All right. 5, 10, 15.
Yep. You're just in the opening now. If you can get through this area, you can definitely.
Nope, that's as far as I can go.
Yep. I know. You got to get past these dudes. So, all right.
So
who do you want to attack?
Eeny meeny.
The
miny.
one. Okay, so the one to the north, he is like covered in weeping sores, and he just has like what look like his hands have turned into claws. The one on the right, to the right of you, is holding a great axe, much like you, and he roars out in rage as he sees you coming.
I roar out in a fake rage back because I have no more rage.
Okay.
Oh, that's no good.
Yep, not good. We wasted it on the kobolds. We're going to go with the less armored target to be. No, let's.
Put him down.
The sick one?
Yep, put him down.
I think so. We'll go with the sick one.
Okay.
Down with the sickness. I'm guessing that's a hit.
That is a hit. Yeah, he's really not armored, so he doesn't appear to be fast moving either. So go ahead and roll your damage.
So he takes the second one.
You're going to take the 15. Oh my God! Wow,
Nice.
that's crazy. You slice into him, and you see blood spray. He kind of opens up a bit, but he's still moving. I mean, it's kind of gross because it's just like as you cut into him, like you think you hit some abscess, and like greenish cottage cheese pours out of his gut. It's horrifying, and the stink is awful. I put a light source in the room. Hang on a second. And I'll put one right here. You have one right there. Okay.
Sweet, thanks.
All right, and then, okay, you're done. All right, Edda, you're up.
All right, I'm going to move up to.
Joe's doing like a Blair Witch Project kind of thing.
What is that?
I can see the edge of your head.
Oh.
All right, so, yeah, what are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I want to get down to here. And, yeah.
If you're looking to do range, you could move into, like, you could even get to here, 15. Yeah.
Can I shoot that?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be, oh gosh. You're going to be at straight up disadvantage on that attack, really, to either one of them ranged. That actually still hits. All right, you sink an arrow in this thing's gut, in the open wound, and it roars out in misery and pain and anger, but it still does not go down. Okay, Iona.
All right, I gotta move up.
You don't have a familiar.
Huh? Oh,
I thought you tried to bring a familiar into the game.
she's So there's 5, 10, 15. So if I dash, there's 5, 10, 15. And so I still can't see shit.
Go 5, 10, 15, 5, 10. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, the closest that you could get to would be, you could get like down to about here. That's about the closest you're going to get.
And where are the targets supposed to be? Out here
down
somewhere?
On that corridor. Yeah, that was a double move for you.
Yeah, but I can use my dash.
You did, right?
Yeah, but I get my extra movement, don't I?
You can't move dash move again. Like you could move dash and then you could have another action, I believe.
I can
like
hide.
You can hide. Yeah, you could absolutely do that.
That's what I'm driving at. I can't see shit. I still don't even know where they're at. I still can't hide for shit tonight. God damn it.
Wow. All right. Okay. All right. So that one. Okay, so he attacks you. Oh, and this one moves up.
This is not gonna go well.
You don't want that one there. You want it like right here. You hear, Rajic, you see this one here. He barks out an order. He goes, do not let them pass. All right. And this one here to the north of you attacks with his claws. Or her claws. You don't even really know what it is. It only gets the one attack. Okay. All right.
Well, that was enough on me before it killed me dead.
All right. It's a different kind of critter, actually. Misses entirely. And that's
Good.
all it can do. Okay, and the other one over here, I forgot that it actually had a ready to action. So it's actually going to try to swing back at you with a great axe. Come on. There it goes. That's a hit. Amazingly, you're able to kind of shrug some of it aside, and he slices kind of your outer upper arm for only 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. We're up to Rin's turn.
I'm way here in the back.
Just run.
Yeah. That's about as far as I can go. Even if I double move, I'm in the middle of all this mess, so I guess I'm staying back here. I will move Gwillem, though. He can keep going. He's a speedy. He doesn't have to go slow. Hold on.
All right, so you move him up?
Yep. He's going to give help to Bear Shoulders on that guy.
Sweet.
Okay. All right. He starts crawling all over this diseased dude.
Yep.
Willem, he's like, oh God, I don't want to do it. He takes a bite, and you kind of hear from between his jaws, like, oh my God, this tastes terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, he could say that mentally.
Okay. All right. This guy, he moves over here. And I gotta do 1, 2, 3. Can't really see you. Okay. All right. I need Rajic, Jal, Edda to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, this ain't gonna go good. Oh, shit.
Nice. I just need Jal to do the same. Oh, ouch. Okay. Well, you're the only one affected by this, but you feel as though some dark presence is looking down upon you, and as though maybe that is that foul presence is bad for your health.
Okay. This
All
entire
right.
campaign is bad for my health.
Okay, and now it's Bjorn's turn.
Okay, he's going to move up to here. That's, I think, as far as he can go. And he'll just be ready.
Okay. All right, we're top of the round. What do you want to do now, Tinker?
I want to move up one, and I want to use a crossbow, and I'm going to shoot this guy.
I'm going to kind of put you about halfway in there. There you go. All right, you want to shoot the guy in the back? He's the one, he kind of like called out like words of power, and that's really what kind of made you feel so uneasy. Okay, hang on a second. All right, I need you to roll a die 4. Can you do that, Mike? I need you to roll 1 die 4.
Die 4.
Here, I can do it for you if it's quicker.
I got it.
Okay. All right. Well, you feel as you take a careful aim at that guy, his eye kind of looks at you, and the shiver kind of runs down your spine, and you feel like, maybe that saying is, something cold kind of crosses over you or walked over your grave. But you managed to keep your aim steady, and you just barely hit him.
I'll take it.
Okay. Roll damage.
6.
Okay. All right, and he needs to make a con save. Okay, he's good. All right, and all right, so you did that. All right, Cormac, you're up.
Let's see. I'm going to try to. There's evidently some fighting going on up here, so I'm going to see if I can move up here somewhere.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll go back here. And nope, I can't see anybody there. Shit.
There's a space like right up here. You could have gone here instead.
Yeah.
Okay, right there. And
All right, who do you want to aim at?
I'm at this guy in the back.
Okay.
And he's a humanoid, so I get a bonus for that.
You do. Not to hit though, unfortunately, and that wasn't enough.
Oh shit! That's not a hit. It's only the damage. That's right. Damn it.
Yeah, that's a bonus to damage, unfortunately. So.
Damn it.
Oh, wait a minute. No. Let's see. Where you beat him in the initiative order. I guess that's only in the first round though that you gain an advantage on the attack roll. So yeah, you lost your opportunity this last round, unfortunately. So yeah, otherwise you would have hit with advantage, but no. Okay, so you miss. All right. Let's see here. This guy.
Prepare to receive.
This guy up here attacks you with a claw, Ragic. That's a hit. Oof. He does 5 points of slashing damage and 3 points of necrotic for a total of 8 points of damage. And he does not move. Okay, the orc to the right of you swings his axe.
I'm going to go down fast.
Yeah, you might not want to stay in this area.
I can't get past him.
Well, there is a way you can do it. You can try to overrun them. You're pretty strong.
Oh, yeah, I guess I never tried that.
Okay. Yeah, he hits you with that axe, and you take 8 points of damage.
Jeez.
All right. Yeah, you're in a bad spot. Everybody's crowded in behind you, and you're kind of right at the choke point. What do you want to try to do?
I will try to overrun that way.
You want to try to go north through the guy that's... Okay, well, he's helping you, I think. I don't know. Tell me. Is Willem helping him, or is he helping you?
Me.
Who's he helping, Ren?
He's helping Bare Shoulders.
Okay. All right. Well, then he can have... you'll gain advantage on your athletics test.
Okay. Athletics.
Roll it again. All right, so you got a 19. Let's see how it does. Give me a second.
I yell out, medic!
He almost keeps you from getting past him, and you end up over here.
There.
You made it. So that actually takes a 5, 10. You still have 20 movement, but of course if you... Oh, and you know what? This guy, as you did so, he's going to get an attack of opportunity against you since you moved away from him.
Of course. That's going to put me down.
But he missed you. Okay. So if you move away, then those two guys to the north of you are also going to have attacks of opportunity. So I assume you want to stay put?
Yep.
Okay, Edda.
I'm going to go ahead and take another shot.
Okay, who are you shooting at? Yeah, that guy's more open to you. I don't think there's really anything obstructing. Let me take a quick look here. Yeah, straight shot on that guy. That's a hit. And you put an arrow into his leg.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
That was close to 20 points of damage I just took.
No, that's bad. All right, Iona, you're up.
So I yell at Lizard Boy here to get out of the way.
All right, yeah, he does so.
So then I move in here and take his square here. I don't know where the hell he was standing. Right there. So I can see this guy.
Yeah, let me take a quick look here. That might be a straight shot for you. I mean, you got a short bow, so that's good. Yeah, he's actually your best shot, the one that Willem's all over. If you fail miserably, there is a chance you could hit Willem. You fail, but you don't fail miserably. So, unfortunately, that 7's not going to hit anything.
Nope.
All right, this one. Okay, this one actually is going to attack Willem. He's tired of the damn thing all over him. Oh, come on. What's Willem's armor class?
13.
He misses, actually. All right, Rin, you're up.
Well, let's see here.
Oops.
Can I go to right here, maybe? I don't know if I can see anything here.
Yeah, you can see that guy.
Sweet. Well, God, I really can't do squat except for.
Sacred Flame.
Yeah, you got it.
A firebolt could hit this guy at no disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I go for that guy then.
Okay.
Yeah.
That hit. All right, you singe the front of his body, and Rajic, the smell is horrifying. Now it smells like burnt disease. All right.
Burnt popcorn smell.
Okay. Okay, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Rajic, and the guy over here
Bam.
see no more in Orcish, and you feel your vision kind of growing cloudy, but you shake it off.
I yell out, I fucked your mama in work.
Okay.
It was your mom that made me go blind.
He stays put. Actually, he's going to move to. Yeah, actually, he's going to move to here.
Do me off.
Okay. All right, Bjorn. It's Bjorn's turn.
Have him get in there and heal the orc.
Ready for it. Go.
5, 10. He can actually get in front of Tinker.
5, 10, 15 to there.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Now, you have a similar option. You could try to barrel your way through one of these guys, but chances are you might provoke an attack of opportunity if you're successful moving away from someone. But that is an option. Or if you just want to attack, you can do that.
Breaking up again, Tony. I'm sorry.
It's on your end.
It
What do you want him to do? Can one of you talk to him?
I'm just going to have him attack.
Okay, who's he attacking?
Let's see. I'm going to have him attack.
Ping the one you want him to hit.
Go for the.
Which one?
And
Did you guys hear him?
Yeah, he's breaking
No.
up really bad.
He's real bad.
Oh my God, okay. Right? You there, Mike?
Just have him hit the one to the north and
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably it. We'll take care of it, Mike, if you...
let's
I heard him for a second.
see. Let's go at this one. Well, if I can get him to work. Good. I don't know why I can't.
You're not on the right tool. Maybe. Or was that you, Flash?
That was me.
Okay. Here, I'll roll the attack to see if you hit anything. All right. Well, he definitely hit something. So just ping the one that you think that you wanted him to attack.
He's not in there anymore.
he went out.
Yeah, but he's still
Okay.
on Skype. He's
Okay. Well, let's assume that he's attacking the one that's on Gwillem. All right. Hang on a second. Oh, hey. That's the wrong one. Let me move Gwillem for a moment. All right. So he might bring him down. Let's take a look. That's not enough, unfortunately. He has special abilities he can be using too. All right. So we're at the top of the order. Once again, it's Mike's turn. Are you there, Mike? Can you hear us? All right. Well, we'll come back to him if he can't get back into roll 20.
He just came back.
Looks like he's back. We'll move on for the moment. All right, Cormac, what do you want to do?
I'll shoot this guy.
Okay, yeah. Somebody shot him once before. He's already got an arrow in him.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm back. I don't know what the hell happened.
Okay. Well, Cormac's taking his shot, and then we'll come back to you.
Alrighty.
Is he wearing armor, Tony?
No, actually, not at all. In fact, he's a very easy target.
Try the -5 plus 10.
All right.
I suck.
Very much so.
I'm glad I'm behind you.
Wow. Okay. All right, that one's going to attack Bjorn.
Don't forget Palmer can go too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Well, he misses anyway. Okay, back to Palmer. All right. What do you want to do, Mike?
Okay, Bjorn was going to attack twice with a longsword.
Oh, that's right. He
was going to attack this one.
Well, we rolled an attack. I forgot he had two. We rolled an attack against the one to the north, which was badly wounded already, and he didn't quite finish it off.
Okay, then we'll follow with the second shot then.
Okay, all right.
Let me click on him, and then I can do stats.
Just click the longsword. It's inside the character sheet.
Oh, okay. Let me go there.
You can hold down the shift key and double click, and it will bring the character sheet up, and then you can click the attack button.
Got it. And
There's also several things he has too that you can also try for next time. Here, let me do it for you here real quick. It's just
I got it.
got
There
it.
we go.
Okay. That would also hit him. So click the word longsword in the chat window, and that'll pop the damage out. That was enough, and that one actually goes down. But there's a problem here.
He
Move that to the
explodes.
side. Yes, he does.
He exploded.
And he gives me 5 points of damage.
Hang on, it can be worse than that.
Orc goes bluey.
He does. He just absolutely explodes. And the only thing that saves you, Tinker, from the explosion, from having to take that same saving throw, is that you're kind of out of the line of sight from the explosion.
Yay.
But Bjorn and Rajic both have to make a Constitution saving throw.
See you, Rajic.
Oh, God. Oh my God.
Shift twice.
Yeah, shift and then double click on Bjorn to bring the character sheet up.
That was sad.
Didn't get that. Wait a minute. Shift, double click. There it is. And I'm about to make a what saving throw?
A Constitution saving throw.
What,
Okay, just click on con.
If you don't see a saving throw con, which I don't think paladins get, then it would just be the con stat. That's correct. Click on that and it'll roll. That's enough.
So hold on. What dice do you have, Flash?
I have an 8 left.
So an 8 plus his 5 makes a 13.
What are you talking about an 8? I'm sorry. What am I missing?
Oh, Rajic's save.
Right.
Oh, are you going to give him that?
Sure.
Are you going to give him that?
Sure. That's better.
What does that bring him to? Does that give him a 13?
13.
A 13.
Are you doing that?
Yep. Might as well.
What if I told you we're just one short of it? Well, I would be lying. In fact, it is exactly what you needed.
Which means I take half damage, which still puts me down to nothing, probably.
Half. Okay. Well, half damage actually reduced you to 1 hit point.
Oh wow.
It was 4. Yeah. Both of you saved and only take 4 points of poison damage.
That's nasty.
All right.
And thankfully, because you saved, you are not actually poisoned, which is a pretty nasty condition.
Well, it's going to happen next time as soon as I hit this next dude.
Okay. This one pretty much blows apart into chunks and is gone.
Yeah.
So if somebody could heal the orc,
Gwillem, unfortunately, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Gwillem is gone.
Yeah, he only has 1 hit point, so.
the 2 paladins.
No, Gwillem! I screamed down the hallway.
Okay, the other one. Okay, he already attacked actually. This one attacked Bjorn. And misses. Okay. Rajic, you're up.
Sweet. We're going to make the other one explode.
Okay.
Because I can go down to 0 and can have 1 hit point left, so I still got 2 swings before I'm dead.
You hit him.
13 or, we'll take the 15.
He explodes too.
Good
Yes.
Lord.
Constitution save coming up.
Yeah, hold on.
There's no point. You're down either way.
Yeah, you're dropped to 0 and you're immediately back.
I just stay at 1, but I made the damn roll.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Not poisoned.
Wow. Okay, he feels good. Okay. I'm going to also need, you're not poisoned, which is important. And I need Bjorn to also make that same save.
And that's a con.
Yep.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not.
Oh, this one's much worse than the last one. Okay, so Rajic, you only took 9 points of damage, which meant that you dropped to 0 and you went back to 1. So you kind of stagger, go to one knee, and come back up again. Unfortunately, Bjorn takes 18 points of damage.
Oh boy.
And he is poisoned. What's also interesting is that this orc right here, as this one back here explodes, showering gross pieces all over the place, this guy here collapses to the ground.
Awesome.
He took damage too.
He took a lot. Okay, all right, so he's done.
So I got one shot left to go hit the other guy.
All right, Edda, you're up. By the way, my headset's almost out of juice, so if I lose you guys, I'm going to have to rearrange my headset briefly, but we should almost be done here pretty quick. All right, so Edda, you're up.
He said he gives Bardic Inspiration to Iona.
Okay. I give. I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Iona, and
Okay.
I'm going to move into the room.
Okay. Can you? That's a bonus action, so you could double move and still do that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can. That's just a bonus action, and I can.
All right, you're there. You step into a gross pile of putrescence. It's gross. It's just nasty. All right, Iona, you're up.
Wait, I can't take a shot as well?
No, that's a double move to get you in there.
Oh, okay.
Because of the Okay. All right, Iona, you're up.
10, 15.
When you get to Bjorn, you can start moving normally.
So then I can move. So that's 15. So if I use my dash, that's 5, 10.
You can, with a dash, you can be right up next to him if you wanted to.
I don't want to be right up next to him. I want to shoot him from right here. That'd be just fine with me.
Sure. Okay. All right, take a shot.
God damn it.
That is unfortunate.
Oh, I get a Bardic Inspiration too.
Oh, you did. So if you want to add that roll on, I think it's a die 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
That did it. Yeah, you hit him.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. For 8.
8. That's a great shot, actually. Okay. All right.
That's pretty much as good as it gets, right there.
Yeah, he's not bloody, but he's definitely not looking good. All right, and Rin, you're up.
Come on in. The water's fine.
Might as well.
The goop washes off later.
Just don't lean up against the wall.
That's a double move for me, I'm pretty certain.
That
Actually,
looks about right, yeah.
I think I can go to there.
Yeah, I would agree. Okay, so that's all you can really do.
Yep.
Okay.
And alas, Gwillem is no more.
It is correct.
He'll be back in an hour.
All right, so let's take a look and see who he decides to move in on. Oh, okay. All right, well, he comes over
Yeah, bring it on.
over here, actually.
Oh,
I knew that was coming. I shot him. I knew that was coming.
And he reaches out with a hand that seems to be covered in like white chalky substance, and he tries to touch you. And he misses.
I try not to be touched.
You effectively avoid being touched. All right, Bjorn, you're up.
Okay. 5, 10, 20. And he's going to take 2 swings at the guy.
Okay.
Where is he? Okay. There we go.
Character isn't all that fun, is it?
No. Let's see. There we are. Longsword, melee weapon attack.
That's a hit.
Okay, there it is. And the second one
That's a
is an
hit.
even better hit.
All right, so roll damage twice.
First one, 7.
Okay. He's still up.
Second one, 9.
Okay. He actually kind of drops him and he staggers back to his feet, but he looks like he's almost finished.
Okay.
Okay, and Tinker, you're up.
Right there. And I'll take my swing at him.
Okay.
Stand by. Let me bring him up. There he is. And longsword.
That's a hit.
There we go. 7 points.
All right, you cut him down. You see he drops to his knees, and like as a last kind of gasp, he says, "You will all fall to your tryst," and then he collapses and dies.
Scum.
You're the only one that understood that. Tinker, as the only one here who speaks Orcish.
Except for the orc.
Half orc.
Except, oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that you speak Orcish too. Okay. All right. Well, guys, my headset's about to die. I'll calculate up the XP, and you can figure out loot and all those stuff next go.
Well, we haven't received any loot this session.
That's what I'm saying. You can figure out next time we get together what's in the room and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna
Did we get XP from last round?
not enough to get you anywhere, but yes, you did get XP. It's all in the forum.
I got to figure out where that is.
All right, guys. We'll catch you next Tuesday.
All right, take care, guys.
Yeah.
Johnny,
So where's the form?
Johnny, you have